Somebody's going to have to randomly solve murders.
Gosh, I thought you were done.
Did I manage to screw it up again?
I thought I was waiting till you stopped because that was the moment I knew if I pushed the "we're out talking to everybody," it would not be you. Gah, so close, so close. Okay, so my name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons with these amazing people. We had a bit of a Midwest hello tonight. Because we all kind of got in here, and I'm a little bit behind on my prep work. The weather's a little bit wonky in my part of the world, so it's been a day. Oh, indeed. Which then raises the question: what exactly is the difference between a Midwest goodbye and a kidnapping? Because I'm not really sure you can tell the difference 9 times out of 10. But that being said, we're playing some D&D tonight. We're on episode 11 of the Convergence, which I would say we're in the final third, but I was also told point blank that I'm not allowed to make other plans on Wednesdays because this is what these 4 people do. So we're on episode 11 of... And that's the official place we are. So let's do it around the table. Get our introductions. Who are you? Where do we find you? And who you playing tonight? And I think the question, based on our pre-show chat, if they had a live stream, what would they be live streaming? Is everyone starts? Oh, okay. You ready? Can I help you? Yeah. Okay, Molly, you're up.
Hi everybody, I'm Barely Molly, or Bear or Molly, whatever you prefer, and also I am having a bit of a throat cold thing, so please excuse this. I play Samantha Metal, who is a gnome artificer, who has JB, who's been upgraded to an awesome vending machine bot who can pew pew in battle. Very excited. And then... Oh, if I could live stream, I said that I would want to live stream like ducks or something, but honestly, just a live dog cam. I want a head of basset hound out in a beautiful field, and I just would like to live stream that all day.
But
beautiful.
What would Sam live stream?
Oh, what would Sam live stream?
Sam's Twitch channel look like?
Okay, so you know that guy, there is a guy on, and I cannot remember his name now for the life of me. I feel so bad, but he streams on Twitch and he does like this insane cool like wood carving, and like there's also another person that does like welding, like outdoor stuff where they don't really interact with chat all that much because they're actually working with like high-powered machinery. It would be stuff like that for sure. It would just be like a live stream of her garage, basically.
Okay. We'll go around to Pond.
Hi, everyone. I'm That Other Pond. You can find me over at Twitch at That Other Pond, where I am streaming Mass Effect 2 and just some other silly things. I usually do D&D on Sundays as well, but my campaign just wrapped up, so I found Pokemon cards finally, so I'm going to be opening those. I'm really excited about it. Very hard to find in my area. And for Aveline, I feel like she would stream either workout streams, like cameras far away and she's just like lifting weights or something like that. And or like challenges being like, I can eat like 12 boxes of Twinkies or something in one sitting and just like go for it until she's like almost physically ill. There's no in between. Probably both, actually.
12 boxes of Twinkies and then the workout stream. All right, we'll come down around to Tiffany.
I'm Tiffany, or TS, and I am playing Sibelia, or Sib, your favorite human ranger, who now has a new friend. So she would just be live streaming Fukon, the new Pteranodon. Although if she wasn't, she'd just have a camera set up to watch people parkour. What would I stream? Oh, settling on one thing would be really tough. I guess various artwork, but could be kayaking too.
Ooh,
I like to take people along, so it's fun.
cool.
I think that was all I was supposed to say. I do have a point on the Midwest goodbye, but that wasn't the question. So later.
And last but not least, NLK.
Hello, my name is Nightlight Night or NLK, and you can find me here on Twitch streaming The Witcher 3, which is a great game, but never quite seems to end. So,
No, it doesn't.
but we're still having a good time with it. But tonight I am playing Katazar or Kati, who is a half orc forge cleric. And so I feel like, aside from insisting on doing collabs with Aveline for her workouts, I think that she would, if she could figure out how to stream, because little poor baby, I mean, I'm sure that she would figure something, but I think that she would probably do similar to Sam, like a welding or blacksmithing stream. And either that, or if we were saying that she was like back on her home reality, she would probably mount it to her sand speeder and just do like through, like as she's sand speeding through her planet.
Absolutely would subscribe.
Have you heard of the YouTube channel Hero Forged that makes like weapons from cartoons and anime and movies and stuff?
Very much that.
I feel like Sam and Kati would team up and do Villain Forged instead.
And like, but there were just like cut-ins of Kati just being like, "Is this okay? Is what we're doing okay?" Basically, Kati would just collab with everyone. She wouldn't have her own channel. She would just flit around with everyone.
That would totally work. Speaking of channels we would subscribe to, Bravo, thank you so much for gifting the community the gift sub. You do not need to do that. It is absolutely appreciated every time someone does. It is a very kind gesture that, again, thank you for that. We appreciate you just hanging out with us tonight. Being part of the community, keeping our chat busy, reminding us that people are hanging with us and having fun is 2/3 of the reasons we do what we're doing. And speaking of other people we need to thank really quick, these lovely beings that helped get us over the initial hump and got the show up and running and got us the amazing artwork and the theme music and all the kind of like the literally the kickstart we needed to get up and going, which was pretty darn cool. So there's that. We also now have it confirmed in our private Zoom chat that we are blessed since we are gaming on 22222 and therefore nobody can die. I want to know which of you told the D&D Beyond Dice server this fact. Because
I sent a pigeon.
he said,
That's the Tawny Phil, of course.
but didn't he? I read somewhere that he died.
No, it was an evil rumor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As they talk about seeing your shadow in like a very broad sense. So that's where that would land. But there's that. I think that's it for the housekeeping. I think we're good to, can we, I feel like I'm missing something aside from the last session recap. I mean, every meeting requires a review of the minutes and their approval, but aside from that, I think we're ready to go. Do we need a pee break yet? Okay, cool. I have to get in the habit of asking. I've been warned tonight, so we're on that. Okay. So let's see. Last session. Well, let's see. Previously on the short form, the party has acquired a crystal that appears to have a piece of a convergence event in it. What is a convergence event, you ask? Convergence event is when one reality crashes into reality prime. We are reality prime. Us here, right now. That's fair, Polly. Yeah, this would be a great time to deal with that. Get it done now. Anyway, convergence event, reality crashes into reality prime, EM pulse goes off, so electronics fail all around. So now you have no technology that's modern. You have dragons, you have orcs, you have half orcs, you have gods sometimes getting pulled through with a convergence event, which can also be kind of a curious thing when you stop and think about it. So that's what's going on. So they have this crystal, has a piece of that event, they think inside it. They went out of town to investigate some other goings on in the area, discovered some mercenaries, some bloodthirsty cannibalistic gnolls, a particular another gnome who had figured out how, he thinks, to push realities back again. The twist is you just have to bore an infinitely small hole into a convergence crystal. And that will then allow you to control the release of the convergence energy, which you then channel through a particular device, patent pending, in order to push the reality back to where it's supposed to be. Of course, you have to be in the center of the event, but there's a knob on the device that controls the part that doesn't get sent. So hopefully you don't accidentally, send something back and, cut off something for that one little section, because that would be weird. But the party has set out to find that device that will bore an infinitely small hole, because what could possibly go wrong? The DM asked, somewhat still surprised that the gnome artificer went, wait a minute, we can't split atoms. That's how nuclear bombs go off. But while on the road, they were beset by highwaymen, literally men on a highway, who had enslaved a white dragon to their bidding that they fought. They defeated the white dragon, discovered a pteranodon, discovered a young lady that had been held hostage. Hostage? We'll say hostage. Because saying that she had been enslaved by is really bad sounding. We'll just say hostage. In order to care for the various animals they had been using as part of their attack pattern, robbing thingy. Some of the bandits disappeared one direction. However, the girl, whose name, by the way, is Lindy, because every time I said the party met an NPC named Bindi, I kid you not, 8 of 8 went, you mean that red dot on people's foreheads? And I went, okay, new name. So it's Lindy. She comes from a town not too far away where someone had discovered some sort of tome that had made them worship a forge god. The twist was this particular forge god was kind of into wiping out everyone around him and kidnapping people and murdering them. So the party's kind of a bit of a not sure which way to go, as it were. They had started in that rough direction when 4 men in armor were seen marching in their general direction. And we left off just as the armor had turned to face the party. I think that catches us up completely. Did I miss any key elements? Are there revisions to the minutes?
Sib got a pet.
I got a pet.
She got a pet. She did get a pet, actually.
And we got a short rest, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Okay.
were trying for the long rest. It's not gonna
Didn't
work.
happen.
Here, I can actually. Whoop! There's the pet.
That's a good picture.
Excuse me, pterodactyl.
That's my faucon.
It's adorable, but it's giant. Can we ride it?
Well, that's what we're gonna be working on if we get time this adventure.
Yes, I had time to play around in with various things. So there's a token for the trend, and there's also one for our new NPC that just joined the party. There's our Lindy. I'm telling you, the
She's
best.
also massive.
What's that?
She's
Yes.
awesome.
The best money I ever spent on D&D for streaming purposes, actually, period, is my membership on Hero Forge.
Hero Forge is great.
Because it gets you a bunch more toys, plus easier saving of files, because you can copy paste, but it's so much easier to save. And all kinds of fun stuff. Yes. Spell slot check. Yeah. None for NLK, 1 for Sam, and 3 armored things coming to murder you.
But also, JB in his short rest did his 1 of 3 a day repairs, so he's full up again.
He's full up again.
I just want to confirm: is it 3 people, 3 suits of armor, or 4?
That was 3.
3. Okay. Sorry, just want to make sure I had that right.
If it was 4, it's now 3.
Well, I had 3, and then I thought you said 4, so I corrected it, and then we were 3 again, so I just wanted to confirm.
Yep. And Lad, welcome. I'm sorry it took me so long to say hi. I was on a roll. But we're glad to have you here. Hopefully you hang around because you're having a good time. And if you're not having a good time, don't tell me tonight. I emotionally can't do it. You can hit me on Twitter. That would be a great way to tell me. Especially if you can use some really good profanity while you do it, because that's the kind of thing that I can retweet and get attention from. Just saying. It's been a weird day. I blame Pond.
I've done nothing.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm just sitting here waiting for you to start.
Thank you.
We're back to the Midwest. Game start.
Game start.
We are warriors to the very end. We must stay strong. Together we will win. In the universe there is darkness. Danger lurks out there. Danger. The evil tries to get us. It's everywhere. We are powerful. Beside you we will stand. We are warriors till the very end. Together we will win. The Convergence.
Out of curiosity, as these 4 suits of armor, or sorry, 3. We agreed it was 3, right? 3. 3 suits of
Keep
armor.
going back and forth, and then there's a whole like trippy aspect to it, and it could all be a dream. Who knows?
There's 3, there's 4, there's 3, there's 4.
I'm just seeing double at this point because I'm just like,
You're
oh,
that tired.
right.
Need spells.
I had hopped out of the tree though. We had hid in some trees, and then I had hopped down when they looked at us.
I'm pretty sure me and JB came up to you as well once they like came at you.
Okay, so you guys are sort of moving out to intercept. Okay. To keep things easy, I don't have like a terrain planned as far as any kind of combat board goes, because we are kind of in a nice, easy, like this is not meant to be an interesting terrain. This is meant to just be, if fighting breaks out, it's going to be quick and clean, hopefully. Unless the dice hate you, in which case, Lad gets to see what happens when people die in a role-playing game. We're going for the full experience for everybody present.
Groundhog's Day, though, so does that mean we just keep reliving it until we survive?
So that's what we're doing next year.
Groundhog D&D.
I nominate Molly to run it. So,
I'm down.
moving through the grass, there are these, the 3 suits of armor. And as they get closer, you notice that where there should be like exposed skin between the different plates, there's nothing. They get a little bit closer and you can see into the visors, and there are just 2 red glowing orbs where a face should be.
That's not right.
They're continuing to advance with distinct purpose in each foot, and they're moving all 3 in perfect unison as though someone was calling a cadence.
And they're moving towards us.
Yes,
And they have drawn their weapons, correct?
they have,
Okay.
which they hold very stiffly and mechanically right up in front. It's not in like a natural combat pose or anything that you would recognize as such. It's like a weird approximation of one.
I think at this point, Katie, who's already down, because we saw their emblems, right? Or they had something like burned into their armor that looked very much like the Forge God pin or the amulet that Katie has, but instead it's a sword. Did you say a sword
Yes.
instead of a hammer?
Instead of a hammer, it's a serrated blade
Going down,
pointing
right?
down. Yep.
Okay. So I think Katie, if they're not stopping, if there's like no sound, like they're just moving forward, Katie is going to like hold her amulet to like show them and just say, "We will go with you. Take us to your master."
The DM considers that.
Did you want us to fight him? What?
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Did we already ruin your script?
Sorry. I thought this was the next logical step. Because
Yeah,
you were like, oh,
they're-
they're so hard to beat. You
they're-
can't beat them.
There are these moments where, like, in every game, there's a moment where the DM just takes their notes and they just fling them up in the air because that's what happens.
Did you skip more than 2 minutes into the game, though?
Yep.
I'm sorry. I just thought it made the most sense.
Okay. They stop, and there's no sign that they've looked at each other. But there's definitely a moment where there's no movement. After a few more seconds, the one in front takes the sword and very mechanically slams it back into the scabbard at its side and puts its hands out in front of it and starts to walk towards you. The other two remain where they are with their swords at the ready.
Katie's going to be, I do not want to hug you.
It's got its hands like straight out. It's not like hug. I mean, it's like...
Oh, okay. It was like, hug, friend. Okay,
No, we're like the hands are out.
Okay, Katie is going to put up a hand and still say, stop where you are.
It will pause.
What do you want with us?
And it will take its hands and it will clench them together and grip. And then gesture at you.
Katie's gonna look at Sam because she has no idea what's going on right now. Sam, does it want to? It has a sword on its chest. The thing. Does it want a sword? It looks like it's trying to squash something. Is it wanting to squash us? Is it? I mean, I think that's very accurate as well. But can you draw a picture on the ground? Wait. You have who has a sword? Just hold the sword up. Is this what you want? I don't know.
A little short sword.
Yeah, that's fine. It's still sword. Just reaches down. Is this what you want?
Yeah. Here.
Aveline hops down from the tree as well. Just wary though. She has her hand axe.
There's a bit of a pause before it just starts to advance again, and you watch as its left hand folds all the way back, and a length of chain just extends out of it. It's holding its right hand out as though to grab you.
Oh no. We're gonna back away from that then. We're gonna back away and be like,
is it aggressively like trying to?
It's pointed. I don't know if I would. Well,
Can I shoot an arrow to land just in front of it, at its feet?
Oh, do you mean it had its arms out like it wanted us to put our arms
Like
up
this?
for it? I thought you were saying it wanted us to put something in its hands.
I thought it just wanted to strangle her.
No, that's what I got too.
Lindy, who's kind of like standing right next to Pond, goes, it means to take you prisoner.
No, I'm not about that.
I don't like being a prisoner. No.
And you look over and she pulls out her knife and flips it around in her hand. There's really not a lot of options now. The arrow like sticks in the ground in front of it and it pauses. And the hand snaps back. The blade comes out, and this time instead of like mechanical, like it comes out that same mechanical motion, and then all three of them drop smoothly into a fighting pose. And for the first time since you've seen them, they actually are starting to move like people now.
Can I shoot the first one between the eyes?
Yes, you can.
We're pretty close. Can I, before we get into combat, starts getting crazy, can I do some type of like arcana check on them since we're so close and they're not attacking us? Is that possible?
Yeah, you can roll an arcana. I don't
Like,
know.
I want to know if like they're linked to somebody else. Like, are these like the horses where they're like linked to a person somewhere or something? Oh, not good at all. A 9.
Okay, so these guys are back over there.
Oh, we have a reroll, don't we?
Yeah, but do we want to burn it on this?
I mean, I want to know, but
I will
fair.
if you guys are good with it.
It seems a bit early, and I'm not sure what you're hoping to know.
Just like if these are like all controlled by one guy, or is this like the horses with the other people where they're all controlled by one other person?
I suspect, based on how they're moving, that they're all controlled by the same guy.
Yeah, I kind of think
Same.
so too, but I wasn't.
And they're not people, right? Like they're literally just suits of armor with like a glowing
Right.
face.
That you've seen so far.
Okay.
Okay, that's kind of a rough approximation of where everyone's standing, right?
Yeah.
25 feet
I'm
away?
in- I'm in a
Yeah.
tree still. I didn't come down out of the tree yet.
We'll take that. Put that out so people can kind of see what we're looking at. And again, normally I have like a slightly more interesting map for this, but I'm kind of this hopefully will not be a very long combat. Just got to establish a couple of things in a few minutes here, unless something weird happens, in which case it's not like this group ever throws me curveballs. Ooh, interesting. I wonder if that would do something. Okay, so Sib, give me that attack roll to start the combat. You officially made the first aggressive move. You get to take the first shot as a surprise action.
Yes. That did not roll.
That did.
Oh, that's a 10.
That's a 10. Yeah, you pop up your wrist launcher and flink. The bolt goes it was a perfect warning shot.
Excellent. All right, well, we'll take it.
You have established your intention. Ladies, start your engines. Whoomp.
Off to a good start.
Off to a good start.
22.
Wow.
Great
Two,
stuff.
two, two, two.
Great. Hey, if out of everything, if that's the one, I'm taking it.
Oops. You know what would have helped if I had actually put them on the board before I pushed the roll initiative button. Because
That would be no fun.
hello? Oh, wait, no, that's not it. What's going on here? Mother lovin'. Sorry, folks. We're having some technical difficulty here on the DM side of things. Major technical difficulties on the DM side of things. Why can we not have nice things? I double-checked everything earlier. It all worked. Why is it not working now?
You did. We witnessed it.
You did. There.
Going old school.
Yeah. I've got Post-it notes. We could do it. Okay. So, initiatives. Evelyn comes in at 22. Katie comes in at... Oh. You know, you're pacing yourself.
Right. Like, I'm just really tired,
Sam comes in at 2.
I'm having a caffeine crash right now, okay?
Now, to be fair, everyone have gummy bears. That's legit. That could help a bit. All right, and then JB is where they're supposed to be. I'm going to move Fukan down to be up to be with Sib. Bink. And everyone is in the right spots. Evelyn has the first action. What do you do in this moment?
So I was looking at them, right, and they don't seem to have bodies that I can tell. Is it like just darkness, or is it just like floaty armor?
No, like they're armored. It's plate mail, top to bottom, full thing. The only place the only hint that there's something amiss is where there should be flesh showing between the bits. You don't really see anything offhand.
So it's like dark, or like just...
At this point, it's like open space.
Okay.
You're not really sure. There's no like energy floating between them or anything. There's something like glowy. But then again, I mean, this is full plate mail. Like every inch is covered.
Okay. Love it. I'm going to... so I can't reach them by running up to them. Nope. So I'm going to get as close as I can. And I'm going to throw my hand axe at him. And I would like to potentially aim for his head if I can, because I want to... My goal is to not necessarily do damage, but knock the helmet off.
Okay. And welcome to the table, Igor. We're good to have you here. Back of the knee is weak spot. It is. Roll that attack. Do a quick hand axe to the head.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is definitely going to connect. Roll some damage.
Max damage, 10. All right. And the rest of the night's going to go crap.
Yeah, you let the axe fly, and it hit me right smack into the helmet, and it clean off. And you notice there's like a length of like relatively thick chain that gets pulled up that snaps as the helmet comes free.
Does he still seem standing? And
he is still decidedly standing.
Oh, okay, just checking. It's
a little creepy now, because now the one in the front is fighting and doesn't have a head.
Great. That's awesome. Aveline's a little freaked out by that, so that's going to be the end of her turn. That's gross.
It is a free action to swear.
I will save the one F word for the PG-13. I think I used it like twice last time.
That's fair. Okay. Folks, I'm going to update you really quick. If you haven't noticed something's amiss, I had to refresh and relog into the combat tracker. So here's your fresh link for it, just in case there's more combat tonight. So let me give you guys that. Let me get these back where I can see them. And then Lindy's action. The good news is she doesn't have a lot to do this turn. She is simply going to run up and hold position off Aveline's side. She has no desire to charge into combat with these things as it stands. Which then lets Sib up.
Okay. I was trying to remember. Hunter's Mark is something I can do all the time. It's not a limited number like a spell, correct?
It's a spell slot. It's a
It
first
is a
level
spell
spell.
slot.
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry, I realized I don't think I had marked off my spell slots correctly. But I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
On? There's only 3 of them.
I know. I'm going to go with that first one. Well, I figure the first one's the one without a head, right? So I'm going to go for the back right one. Label number 3, I guess.
Thank you. I was about to say, that would be 3?
Yeah, I just had to click on him. I'm still learning the owl bear rodeo.
Yeah.
And then I'll take a shot at him
Okay.
with the longbow.
This is where we get a sense for how the dice are going tonight.
17.
That's a total. Interesting. That's not a hit.
Oh, that's not that. I don't want to hear that. No, I don't approve. Okay, so
That was a that it glances off the armor.
oh, okay then. Da, da, da.
How many did I say there were? 3 or 4?
There are 3.
There was one.
3 right now.
There was one,
But
but
the
he was
3 are
really
really one,
tired and
so-
taking a nap. He was like laying on the ground, you know.
He's gonna wake up later and be like, "Oh, I'm not with these guys." I think that's all I can do. Except I could. So this is a good question. What is
stretch?
Fukon's? What do I do with Fukon?
He gets an action on your initiative.
Okay, so
Do you want to send him in to attack somebody?
I do. I wanna send him in and see if he can pick up number 3 and drop him from a really high height.
He
Can you pick him up
can't.
and he can. Okay.
Well, first he can't get there this turn,
Okay.
but he can do a flyby on number 1.
Let's do that.
Okay. So he'll use some of his move to fly past 1. The neat thing, and top off your water. We're wandering madmen and we have no papers. Sorry. He does not provoke an attack of opportunity when he flies past a target.
Only if he tries to like bite or claw or something.
No, like he can attack and pass.
Oh, yeah, I'll totally have him just attack as he goes past.
Now, for what it's worth, pteranodons are more gliders than flyers. I mean, they fly.
Yeah, that's true.
But that idea of grabbing a full suit of plate mail armor and lifting it, like it's not even sure it could lift Sam.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
And it goes right. I mean, he flies in and claws at it, and naps it, with his beak, and then soars off to the side and starts to loop up and around to make another pass. And will continue to harry the various targets on the field. 2. Oh, that was his action. There we go. Now these guys get to do their thing. Thwomp. 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 The only one close enough to actually do any combat this turn is number 1. And he is going to make an attempt to smash Katie's face open. And yes, Sib has a pet pteranodon.
Deflect attack. JB is within 5 feet. So you get disadvantage on the attack roll
Disadvantage on the
against
attack.
Katie.
Okay. Eat Mises. As JB gets in there and starts to push and shove and block, and
Oh my
Katie's
god, it's armor against armor.
gets her mace up in the way and her hammer and continues to deflect the blows. They go back and forth without a lot of interesting effect. What's Sam gonna do? There she is.
I am going to step to the side of JB and Katie, and I'm gonna use my monkey wrench to try to literally smash this glowing symbol on their chest to see if I can dent it in or smudge it or something. Because you said it's like glowing, right?
Not really. It's like
Oh.
blackened, like something's charred it.
Okay. Well, I'll still smash them and see if that works. Why not? Ooh, does a
That
22
will
hit?
definitely hit.
Nice. 8 damage.
Jeez. Well, you guys are hitting like freight trains tonight.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to say, JB, pummel him! And JB is going to do an attack on that one as well. Which is a force-empowered rend. So he gets a +4.
Okay. Simple enough. Oops. Don't have
And it's a natural 20!
Still there.
Doesn't that mean
Wow.
I get to double the damage?
You do get to double the damage.
Okay, so it's a 1d8 plus 2. So is that 2d8 or do I just
2d8.
roll?
2d8 plus 4.
Okay.
JB is coming in clutch tonight.
Okay, so it's 9 plus 4, so he does 13 damage.
Jeez.
Literally just like both fists just like conk down where the helmet was. Just
And just pound
JB
the armor
smash.
into submission.
he looks very much so like a rock'em sock'em robot when he fights.
Okay, that works. We're just gonna rule that guy out. This is, you know what? You remember a battle back, 2 battles back, where you rolled nothing above a 2 the entire night? Karma.
I feel pretty good.
Karma.
I feel pretty good.
The dice feel bad.
I also think this is the very first time I've used my melee weapon in any fight. So, this
Yes.
campaign.
Yes, it is. I forgot you had one. Okay, so what is Katazar doing in this moment?
All right, so that one has been taken out,
Yes.
right? Okay, so I'm just kind of gonna.
I'll get him off the board.
Well, before you do that, would it be an action to grab and look inside the armor, or would that be a bonus action?
You can glance inside,
Okay.
but if you want to really like delve into the inner workings, that's going to take some time. That'll take 6 seconds to dig around.
Yeah,
But
no.
like as it goes down to grab a chunk of it and go, what am I looking at? And then get your hammer up to go hit something. That's doable.
Yeah. She was just kind of wanting to see if there was like a symbol on the inside of the chest piece, to see if there was like something connecting them. So, but
Yeah.
if that's going to be counted as an action, then she won't do that.
No, as it goes down, it's like you can like, grab a chunk of it to do a quick inspection as you press forward. You can see that there's a length of chain that run through the entire armor.
Okay.
What would you like to do now?
Oh, that's a good question. For my bonus action, I'm going to grab the end of that chain.
Okay.
I'm going to take it with me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go up to the one that's right in front of me.
Okay.
And what do I want to do? No, I'm going to smash it. I'm going to try to since I have the chain, or could I hold both the chain, or is it like thick chain?
It's a
Two-handed?
handful. It's a handful.
It's a handful. Okay, so then I will one-handed try to hit it with my warhammer,
Okay.
which I do not think hits. So it's a 16.
No, it slides back and forth and actually kind of pushes the hammer off with its offhand as it comes back with its sword. It looks
Okay.
like it actually knows what it's doing with a blade. It's kind of an impressive combatant.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And that would be it, right? Because that's my bonus action and my action. So that will be the end of my turn.
That
For
is.
now.
That is. That takes us to Aveline.
Aveline is going to just smash on this guy right here with her great sword and just go for it. Smash 17. That doesn't hit, does it?
17's going to fall short.
Okay, so I would like to use instead my I will take an action surge and I'm just going to try it again. Nope. Worse. It's fine.
Ouch.
it's freaky. They don't have bodies, so she's like, "What am I hitting?"
What am I hitting? It is a little bit weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. That makes sense. Naveline doesn't do magic.
No, magic's weird.
There's probably a certain amount of like, what is going on here?
It's voodoo.
Okay, that's not bad. That and we'll do that. So that's going to add to that, which is that. Lindy slips past you and like slashes once with the dagger this way, flips it around again and pulls it back through, flips it and then sticks it up behind its back plate and pulls it back out again, and like chunks of metal are coming off as she does.
Okay, Lindy.
I rolled her as a rogue. I figured Molly would approve.
Incredible. In love with this NPC.
Yes. Get attached to the NPC. Anyway, that was number 2, right? Is the one we're picking on? No, that's 3. Let's see here. So that was that much. And that takes us to Sib. What's you doing?
I'm going to try and get a clear shot and hit 3 because I've still got the hunter's mark on him.
Mm-hmm.
Forget what I'm doing. Ooh, 25.
Ooh. Oh, so close.
What do you mean so close? It doesn't hit?
Oh, wait. No, yeah, 25 will hit.
Oh, I'm like, what? Holy crap, what are we fighting? Okay, 5, but I get the extra d6, so...
5 and the d6, yep.
6. I rolled a 1.
Wow.
I know, it sucks.
Well, that's okay. You did some damage to it.
Yeah, I'm going to jump down and try and get...
And your pteranodon's going to make a flyby over...
I think over 2, because he's not
Okay.
sure Katie's not on his own for that one. On her own for that one.
Yeah, there, and then over to you. It could totally do that. It can be right back by your side.
Cool.
So, move, attack, move. It's kind of cool that way.
It's so cool.
Let's see. And it rolls a natural 20.
He's awesome.
I'm going to come over here. I'm going to let you do this indirectly. It is... Okay, so I come over here. I do... Maybe? There it is. There we go. 4d4. Jeez. 4d4 plus 2. So 14 points of damage.
Oh. Nice job.
That's pretty good.
Earning his place in the band.
He is indeed earning his place in the band. And then he swoops back to your next to where you are. Polly, can you give Igor the really quick and dirty? I know you've been around to a lot of our sessions. If we get to a break, I will, but we're going to keep the combat rolling for now. But there's a few people in chat that have been around that can fill you in, Igor, on a little more of the details. Speaking of details, number 2 is not a happy camper. Number 2 is going to take out... it's going to take out Katie. Is its best move. Which is not a great move. I need... Katie, I need you to roll me... I need Katie's dex save.
Okay.
Ooh.
The dice are not being nice to me tonight.
They are not.
It's okay.
With its offhand, so it swings the blade around. It's offhand. It pops that wrist back again, and just it launches chains out. And and the chains just wrap around Katie's upper body and like pin her arms to her sides. And then as it pulls, it's like it all like cinches tight. Which is going to make things a little bit difficult for you in the coming moments, as you are restrained. It's going to try to take you alive. I'm not sure why, but it's going to try to. The other one is just going to kill Aveline.
Bring it. Is this where I say you and what army? Oh, that was last time.
No, that was last time. That was, if you had said that, that would have summoned the dragon.
Great.
That's what I was hoping for. For you to go, yeah, you and what army? And I could go, we have a dragon. Okay, it presses its advantage. It does not do much to you, doing a total of 3 damage. So it's more or less just causing you to make up a little bit of sweat. But
can I use my reaction?
to do what?
So I have parry. So when another creature damages me with a melee attack, I can use my reaction, expend 1 superiority die to. Oh wait, no, I was thinking I could hit back. Never mind. I take that back.
Doesn't parry like
I'm
up
too-
your AC though?
No, it doesn't.
What does it do then?
My bait and switch ups my AC.
So what's the advantage of parry then?
It reduces the damage I take. But 3 damage is not that concerning. to me.
Yeah, I probably would, you know.
But I do still have a temporary hit point, so now I'm going into my regular ones to let you know for the combat tracker.
Oh, because
So
you have the
I'm
phantom
now-
ones.
Yes, so I'm now at 26 hit points total.
Thank you for keeping me on top of that.
Yeah.
There are downsides to this thing sometimes. Okay, I think that's correct. Everyone's got the right number in front of them. What is Sam going to do?
Hey! Oh, sorry. I thought it was my turn. Thought you skipped me, but you didn't.
I
One,
do-
You had a 1.
I had a 2. So
Exactly.
take that. Okay. Did I want to ask if Katie dropped that bit of broken chain on the ground?
Sure.
Okay. Is it then I'm going to say for my bonus action I'm going to have JB go and attack the one that's restraining Katie, but for me, I would like to pick up that bit of broken sorry, my throat chain and I would like to jump down around its legs and cast mending on the broken chain to chain its feet. Like I literally want to chain the feet together so it can't leave. It might have restrained her, but it's not going nowhere.
Okay.
Because it says mending can
Yep.
Fix a broken chain link.
It can. Okay, so what I'm going to need you to do is roll me an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Yep, because you're not exactly dexterous and you're not exactly strong, and chain is not something you often fight with.
Right, but I'm not. I guess I'm not trying to fight with it. But
Well, you're trying to
yeah.
you're trying to cause an
Does
effect.
it? How about a 22?
On the other hand, that will totally hit.
You don't mess with my roomie.
Apparently, you
They were
don't.
roommates.
Okay, so that would be looking at the map. That's number 2 is now rooted.
And if it's is that does that make him restrained at all or no?
That's his feet, so
Okay.
he's not going anywhere. And
Right,
I'll
but-
give you some advantages here.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say because JB's about to attack him, so does he get advantage or no?
I'm gonna say no at this point,
Okay, that's fine.
but I think you're doing okay,
Yeah,
unless JB does something weird.
it's a 14, so I don't think that hits.
No, he comes
But
in.
he He will move up next to Katie, though, so that he can also offer defense.
Does he want to stand between them?
Can he?
Yeah.
Yeah, then he'll do that for sure.
He can cover both sides.
Mm-hmm. And
'Cause
that's my turn.
He's cool like that. Katie, you can attempt to break out, or you can fight while restrained. Fighting
Oh no,
restrained.
she gonna try to break out these.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Okay, a strength check or saving throw.
Is this?
I guess they're the same. They're the
They're
same.
the same. Yeah.
Okay. No.
That's a bummer.
Do we have? Nope, I got nothing. So that's my turn.
Ouch. That's very unfortunate. That's really, really unfortunate. I think what I want to do. Okay, we're gonna do that. Oh, I have to set at least a 1. Bink. And just to confirm, yep. And that. And within 5 feet, check. So that's 15. Okay. Yep, perfect. Now it works exactly as it's supposed to. Okay, so that goes away. That drops. As Katie's starting to try to pull, she looks down and starts to push, and the chain just goes slack as she pushes out on the chains, and they drop off. And as you look up, there are 2 arrow tips sticking out the suits of armor's chest, with the tips coming right out through that holy symbol. And it just sort of peters down as it kind of like collapses towards you and half falls on you. You push it away.
So heavy.
You're not sure where the arrows came from, but they came from somewhere. Aveline's action.
Aveline's gonna she's done being freaked out. She's gonna axe it with a natural 20.
Jeez.
Or not axe it, sorry. It was a great sword, I should say.
Clearly is done.
Just let me roll. Still 16.
Jeez.
And she just I want her to take her sword and slam it up through down through all the armor since there's nothing in it and pin it to the ground with it. Just like a kebab.
Okay. That will definitely take it off its feet and pin it to the ground. It's prone, which means I highly doubt this is not going to do what it's supposed to do. Yup. And as you pin it, as Aveline's got it pinned to the ground, you have a chance to glance up, and Lindy just tosses the dagger back and forth between her hands before she slams it right down next to your blade, locks eyes with you, and starts to twist. And she kind of waits to see if you do it. Crank. You pull both of you pull your blades back out. Yours takes a bit more to get loose, and there's this nice big, gorgeous, gaping hole through the center of the chest piece.
I give her a high five after.
She ducks.
Good job.
Oh, okay. And she kind of pushes back the mop of black, muddied hair. Hold on, I need to clarify something with chat. This is strictly for chat's benefit. If you're listening to this, you missed it. There we go. Unless I'm wrong, I'm still going to try. So, you have a moment to breathe.
Katie is going to, as she sits up, call out, "That was a very good shot, Sib."
I'm sorry, what?
The as she's like undoing the chain, she's like, "The arrows," and she like motions towards the
I'm
thing.
gonna book over to Katie. That's an amazing shot because those aren't my arrows. So I'm gonna look around and see if I can figure out where they did come from.
Evelyn
Katie immediately
readies
gets
again.
like we were immediately like on edge.
I don't know if this
Very
will
interesting.
work, but can I look where the arrows came from? And it says you point your finger in a direction within range and whisper a message. Can I slide into DMs if they're within 120 feet?
Allow me to consult the plain text of the spell.
You point your finger towards a creature within range and whisper a message. If the arrow came from that direction, can I point and just cast it?
Okay, first I have to double check. Did we talk about the fact that you created a homebrew cantrip called Slide into DMs?
It's just the message cantrip that
I
is
know. I
just
didn't
renamed.
realize you actually did that in D&D Beyond.
Oh yeah, I just renamed it Slide into DMs, but I've renamed a lot of stuff for this campaign.
Does not point your finger toward a creature. I think it implies you have to know the creature you're pointing at.
Okay, that's fine.
But give me a perception check.
Okay. I can do that.
Can I help her?
10.
She'd already rolled, and that's
10 is pretty good.
It's right down the middle.
10's pretty good. Okay, do we lose? Crap, we did. Who did we lose? Oh well. That's okay. Let me see what what we have for this. Not skilled in it. Okay, well that was a lousy roll. Yeah, you can actually pick out someone standing up against a tree, kind of like half hiding behind it, and you can pick out the shape of them. So yes, you can slide into her DMs.
Sweet. I want to slide into her DMs and say, "Hey, thank you. That was awesome. Can we get closer and talk to you? You could respond to this DM."
Who do you work for?
Nobody.
Everybody works for somebody.
We are working for ourselves right now and kind of the greater good.
There is no
So
greater
first-
good.
Well, then we're working to put things right with the convergence events. I don't know. It'd be easier to talk about this than to keep going back and forth with this spell. So do you want to talk or?
You're met with silence, not just DM thinking, but actual silence. Before, as you look up, a figure peels themselves off from the tree, and it sort of like comes out, and she's got a compound bow with an arrow on it, and it has this like a kind of a look like she's ready to pull, shoot, and run if she has to.
I'm doing the same.
No, guys, this is the person who is helping us. What was your... hang on, 1 second. Let me DM her again. I'm Sam, by the way. What was your name?
I haven't given it. And then you hear shouted across the field, Lindy, run! And she pulls all the way back, and it's a one motion as she pulls and lets an arrow go.
Who is the arrow aiming at?
Your general direction.
Mine?
the collective you.
Oh, okay.
Katie is going to immediately grab Sam, and roll behind one of the pieces, like one of the armor things.
You could just get behind the vending machine too.
or get behind JB.
Yeah.
Either one, whatever is closer, she's gonna reach an arm out, grab Sam, hug her into her chest, and then roll over behind something.
Okay. What's Aveline doing as
Aveline's reaching for Lindy, but also like hauling her down to the ground so they're both flat, but she also can't get away.
and Sib is
I wanted to see if I could blow it out of the air, but I think we're just gonna duck since everybody else is ducking.
you're gonna try to shoot an arrow out of the air.
Well, she totally would.
You're welcome.
She's
Cool
geeky
teenager.
that way.
Right, she would try.
One moment. Get it in the right. There's. You're welcome to try.
22. It's a really especially shot though.
Just some cool stuff right there.
Yeah, no.
Oh
Nope. I cannot allow the precedent that you can shoot arrows out of the air with arrows without nat 20s. And she's not Hawkeye. She's a 3rd level ranger.
I can get a lucky shot. All right, I'm gonna try and
But
hit
it was
the
a good
ground.
it was a good shot
It was a great shot.
as you're shooting at each other now.
Kinda,
I
yeah.
will DM her again whenever I get, if I am allowed to.
You
I'll let
absolutely
everyone.
are allowed to, unless it has a semantic component, in which case your hands are kind of somewhat occupied. Well, you can you can force a hand out enough to point.
I'm just gonna say, whoa, wait! We saved Lindy from the highwaymen or whatever on the pike or the fish road, or I don't know. We saved her from that. She wanted to come back to town, and we're gonna help. What the hell's wrong with you? You were helping us a second ago.
Let her go. And you watch as she has another arrow coming up from her hip.
She's free to
starting
go.
that
She's
sweep.
not. We're not holding her hostage. She's free to do whatever she wants.
Yep.
Aveline lets her go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, Lindy, it's your friend. She's really pissed off with us.
Another arrow zings over Aveline's head.
For the love of God, Lindy.
Can Fukon go grab the bow?
Can what?
Can Fukon go grab the bow?
He can try.
At least try. Do I roll that?
Sure, you can roll a d20.
Is it just a d20?
Yeah.
$15. It was swooper.
Yeah, let me check here. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, that'll actually it'll tie her up at least.
Yeah, that's just to get her to stop
Keeps her,
shooting.
yeah. So it's snap, 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 and he starts to circle, and she starts to swat at him with the bow, while she's still screaming for Lindy to get away.
Is
What's
Lindy?
Lindy
I
doing?
yelled to Lindy. What is she doing?
Yeah, at this point, she's pulling herself up, and she's trying to make sense of the moment, and she looks out. She goes, "Delilah, wait, stop!" And she herself starts jumping and waving her arms. At which point, the woman with the bow is going to kind of stop and kind of look around and try to see if the pteranodon is done attacking her, so she can stop hitting it.
Just stop hitting him and he'll go away.
Yep. Katie is gonna slowly sit up with Sam just still cradled in her arms, but
I'm not
evaluating
going
the
to say no to
situation.
being carried.
With Sam's hand sticking out. Lindy runs across towards the other person, and once things have calmed down slightly, they embrace. And exchange some words far enough away at a low enough voice you don't totally hear it, before Lindy starts to come back with the woman with her. It says, this would be my sister, whose story we'll find out after a short break. We're going to take a little BRB here with thanks to the sponsors, everyone that made this happen. We love every one of them dearly. And again, tonight we are officially sponsored by our Kickstarter backers. And while we take our break, we hope you enjoy some clips from the channel. We'll see you back here in 5. Oh, jeez.
Boy, that sucks. Like, I feel bad for him. Like, hey.
I've never seen this before.
Unspeakable brutality.
Yeah, a little closer. Go to the right. Oh no, I dropped down. Oh no, I'm under us.
I think they're sinking.
Yeah, they're so...
Okay, drop the anchor so we can
Wow.
collect our stuff. Having taken a holy order of some kind and other oaths.
I'm thinking like an elven, like really. That makes
Kung Fu Elfin Monk?
Kung Fu Elfin Monk.
yes, that meditates a lot.
I can live with that.
Because elves don't have to sleep as much, so it totally right.
Oh no, that whole love interest thing. That's right. Oh, I forgot. I almost killed him.
Sorry.
The one that's between Chrysanthemum and her bottle.
Yes. Yes.
That's a dangerous place to be for many reasons.
I'm gonna go. Common, Mother Clucker, do you speak it? We need some information. I'm not sorry, by the way.
As you seem to be doing really well with it.
Ooh, nat 20s to
Oh
25.
my god.
Jeez.
Nice.
Shattered it.
Wow. Well, you can roll your damage. I don't.
25. Because I got 3 6s.
Holy cow.
Oh my goodness.
Why
She just
did I do
hulked
that?
out.
Rage hard.
Yeah, I think you should rage all the time. I think you
I
should
like this
never
rage,
not.
yeah.
Never
This
not be
is
raging.
it. Well, I
There's
only get
where all our
2.
good rolls were hiding.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's why they were so bad earlier. We were saving up. But... Stop hitting my friends.
Oop, wrong
You know,
way.
damage books with that kind of attitude.
Well played. Wow.
I'm a genie in the bottle, baby.
Beat you, they get to win.
Okay. I can handle that.
Yeah.
It's a 40-cent bet to me.
Bet $5.
Table max. All right. 80-cent raise. Oh, this is going to make
80 cents. 80 cents is for fools, young lady.
Oh,
All of
jeez.
it.
I have-
480. Get out.
I can't wait to save these.
I
He's
have
out.
a king. I have a king. Get out. Yes. You were wondering if I had a king? I have a king.
Out.
Get out.
Out. Oh, she's going to go in. She
She's
doesn't
thinking
buy
about
it.
it.
She doesn't buy it.
Because she has a 4.
You think?
I think she has an ace 4.
Yep.
So here's the deal.
She's in.
Some would say, she's in!
Oh.
Does she have the other king?
Yes.
She has the other one?
Yep, but we have the 10. And we take that pot away from her.
Yep.
A
Yeah.
safe yes.
So we assume this guy is bad.
Oh, he's super bad.
Well, you know.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
Good.
I mean, he keeps
I
on trying
have-
to. He's a dick. He keeps on trying to coerce Irina into coming up to his castle and fucking die, become a vampire lady, and she's not into it.
Well, I mean, you know, okay.
He goes in, he does a few loops, he comes back out and beep.
Okay. Beep once, if there's dead bodies in there. Beat twice. No, that doesn't work. All right, beat twice. No, that doesn't work. Okay, beat. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna see if I can sneak up. Like, see if I can sneak up and find a widow to kind of like. It's not really the sharpest tack in this box. David.
I'm heading that way. I'll tackle
Oh,
her
she
ass
already
again.
has the potion. She already has the potion.
No, she just handed you the book, and as soon as your hands touched it, she let go and run.
She's not going to take the potion?
She's got bigger fish to fry, like getting her ass out of there. You shot her.
I'm trying to unshoot her to the best of my abilities.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Punch the. No, I know that's a bad idea.
There is so much nope surrounding this trap. I am not here for an amulet. I am here for a traumatized rogue. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's 2.
Well, I wasn't really concerned about the amulet. I just thought that
for something.
So the final decision is you are actually going to load the were-rat into the wagon.
Apparently.
Yes, let's sell
I
him.
mean,
Yeah!
when in Baldur's Gate.
Not called the Wide for nothing.
True. All right.
We'll eat his friends. We'll eat his little
Yes.
minions.
Yeah.
Like when were-rat is a little, but like the roasted, like the rats that we have charred via
roast
ember.
rat. I can produce flame. We can get this cooking. It's good.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, rat charcuterie. Let's go.
Like, why am I here?
I legit have been screaming this entire time. So you know what? What is the health of everybody
You're also
right now?
full health. You want to like come
All right,
back and join the
everyone's
battle?
full health.
Like, no, we're not. The rest
All
of
right.
us are like highly injured. You're on
Yeah,
the
we're
outside
all
full
hurting
health. You wanna,
pretty
like,
bad.
The
help out a little
Jamboard
bit?
says that everybody's. Oh.
Oh, refresh.
Refresh
Never mind.
that. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Ember's alive because I just healed for 12. Show us that 12 out of 41.
You
You're
were
like
literally
farting
seeing
around
full
on the
health
outside of
this
the circle.
entire
Like,
time,
come
weren't you,
join
Yansen?
me. I'm full health. Y'all,
Shadows didn't have a spot on the jam of the thing, and I was just like, oh, I don't know.
I think we broke the.
I feel like we should not be meddling anyway. If there's someone killing someone else, it might be for good reason. You don't know.
Oh my.
How dark. Wow.
We have killed lots of people.
For various and sometimes no good reason. Yeah, she's not wrong. Oh, good lord, we're murder
I'm not
hobos.
one to judge, okay?
Am I to conclude the party is going to enter into the house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Special and like not forced or anything. It's just it's brilliant.
And we'll slip out of a clip with this group into this group. Which, by the way, the gamer who made who did that really textbook perfect "oh my" from that clip is going to be back here on Saturday, because we are continuing our Candlekeep game Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Although it's a question, well, yeah, we will be. I just don't know if my kids have dance on Saturday because of the weather we're having here in Michigan. I have no idea what's going to be going where, meeting where. We've already had school canceled tomorrow based on the weather we're currently having. So who knows what's going to happen on Saturday. So we'll see. Yes, Lunarius is good peeps. In GMT, I can look really quick. 10 a.m. EST to GMT.
It'd be 6 hours ahead from EST.
3 p.m. Yep, 6-hour shift. I should have known that. Which, okay, minor DM rant. Wouldn't it be interesting if the world just said, bugger all, we're switching to GM time for everybody?
Would be
period.
nice.
When do you start work? I start work at 2. When do you get home? I get off at 10. And it's just GMT.
Would you have to go with like 24-hour time then to make it clear?
Yes.
Because otherwise 2 a.m. is very different.
Oh yeah, we'd be 24. Oh, let's meet up at 19:30. There's no time zones ever again to worry about.
I think it'd just be exciting if there are no time zones in the U.S.
No more of this, like Indiana has multiple time zones based on what time of year it is and whether you're close to Chicago. And anyway, yeah, no, but the metric system, that would be too far. That would be
Metric system would be awesome.
That's a bridge too far. No, that'll never happen.
No,
That will never happen.
so many things.
Which is a shame. Okay, let me pop this over here. Okay, so to recap, we y'all have dispatched the enchanted armors that were animated by lengths of chain throughout them as some sort of ligament musculature. Lindy and Delilah know each other and are sisters. To which Lindy will bring her sister over to meet you. And Delilah will thank you for rescuing her sister from the bandits and insist that they should be moving.
Well, thank you for saving us from the armor. Saving me from the armor. That was a very good shot.
Delilah kind of shrugs a bit. I was doing what I could to help someone in need.
Well, but then you shot arrows back at us. So I have to say, you are a very good shot. You are a very good shot, but maybe don't shoot at the people that were trying to help your sister next time. Maybe just survey the situation before you start shooting again.
Well, I wanted to give her a chance to run. It's not like I was going to hit one of you.
It is understandable, but still, it sent a very wrong message. Very confusing.
If I had wanted to hit you, I would have.
Oh, I have no doubt.
You
How did you get so
code?
Should have a safe word. But where did you get to be so skilled with a bow?
Practice, hunting, taking care of people around me, looking out for this one. She kind of nods her head at Lindy.
I will say this. Hitting the armor from that far away and hitting right on the mark of where you need to, that is not just hunting skill. You are talented. And you very obviously protected your sister.
I just hope it's talented enough.
Your sister was telling us about your village that I did not write down.
The DM's looking to see if you wrote it down either.
Haven?
That's a good name. We're going to go with that.
Was it Haven?
It is
I
now.
wrote Haven down.
Okay.
A forge god in
It was Haven.
in
Yeah,
a town
Haven.
called Haven. Yeah.
Okay.
My notes say Haven now, so that's what we're doing.
Your sister told us about what has happened to Haven. And she kind of touches the amulet that's on her chest. Something is not right. But you and Lindy need to not go back. It's obviously very dangerous.
She nods. Well, the first priority are the bandits.
Oh, there's no bandits anymore, honey. We took care of them.
I mean, not all of them.
There was one. There was one that got away, or that disappeared, who was riding a horse. But everyone else has been taken care of.
Wait, the ones at the highway, not the ones south of here.
At the Pike Turn Fish Road.
How many bandits are there? There's more?
There's a camp not far from here. I was sent out to scout it, and if I could Well, if there's only a handful, I could take them myself.
Was that the camp that was supposed to have your sister and some weird, like, animals that they used as well?
Possibly.
Perhaps we could talk strategy over a campfire and a long-needed rest.
Delilah kind of considers that. How long do you need?
Like a solid 6 to 8.
I was hoping to move in under the cover of night.
We were hoping for a long rest. It's good to have hopes.
What time is it about right now?
It's fairly late in the afternoon.
Okay.
I thought it was evening. Sorry.
Or into the evening.
I
It's not
could be
dark
wrong.
yet, I'll give you that. But it could be soon, and it's fall, so it's got to be like around 7, 8-ish.
Well, how about this? If we rested now, we could go closer to like very early morning. And I don't know, it seems like everyone else in the party's pretty keen to help with this, right? Or am I speaking out of turn?
We do not. We should take care of the bandits if they are hurting people.
Besides, we don't want to pay a toll again.
That is also
Doesn't
true.
seem that far out of the way, so we might as well.
Plus,
Since
the
we're
bandits know where
here-
we're going, so I feel like that's going to be a bigger problem for us if we don't take care of it.
Although the DM will point out to someone with Sam's intelligence that you killed everyone who knew where
Except
you were
the-
going.
Well, except the one guy that rode off.
Oh, that's right. He was there for that conversation, too.
So that's why he
was the guy we handed the money
knows
to.
where we're going, so I feel like that's going to be a bigger issue later on.
Yeah, that's true. And you do have a dragon head.
Yeah.
And tail and heart.
Oh, we have some. Are you
scales.
hungry, Delilah? We could make some steak.
I grill a
We have-
mean dragon steak.
And once
Yeah, we
again,
got a
the
lot of
Grillmaster
meat
comes
to
up.
eat. It's gonna
Um,
go bad soon.
She
so.
will agree to setting up the camp. She will also appreciate Fukan bringing over like feathers or arrows that it has collected and put down. And Lindy will do her part to kind of get things up and going and make sure the fires is tended while Delilah gets back to checking her bow and prepping her arrows.
Go over and talk bows with her.
I'm assuming that we kind of moved out of this clearing where we moved a little bit further away, I think, from where the armor
That's
was.
reasonable.
I am going to grab one of the armors, though. I'm going to grab one of those chest plates to take a look at the stuff inside it as well.
Yeah, I'd like, if I can help you in any way, I would also like to investigate that.
Sam, I just need your moral support. I think I got this.
You got it, buddy!
Okay. As you set camp, and the two of you start trying to like piecemeal this thing out, it definitely hits a lot of the highlights of one of your animated servants. So there's a lot of overlap in the magic between what an artificer does and what created this. But there definitely is a very strong sense of like everything has that polished, clean, not so much summoned, but definitely something tied to a magical creation.
Like it feels like divine almost, or
It's definitely not something you'd be familiar with. Plus, there definitely is more. It's not imbued with any kind of artificial intelligence. It's definitely connected to some kind of other presence of mind. A divine presence would make a lot of sense, since you give orders to JB. You couldn't imagine what would be controlling multiple of these at once.
and over like a really great distance, right?
Mm-hmm. Potentially.
Okay.
Sam, would whatever created this, would it know that we destroyed it?
Yeah, probably. It seems like it has like a tether to it from these things, because they're moving as like a hive mind, like all as one. So I feel like it would definitely know if something happened to one, but I don't think it hurts it. I think it's just cognizant of things happening to these.
Is the tether still intact?
Do I get any type of like magical reading off the armor? I don't know what that would be. Like an arcana check or something?
Sure, you can roll your arcana. And if Katie wants to roll a religion, might not hurt.
19?
Ooh, that's a good roll.
How I've been rolling, it might hurt. Oh! Hey!
Double 19s!
We're roommates!
Yeah! Roommate power!
I'm looking forward to the episode where we realize Sam's potential to rule the world and Katie has to reconcile it with herself.
We won't get to that point. We won't get to that point unless I die.
The coffee shop will never be the same after that conversation.
True.
Okay, so there definitely is not an active connection now. Whatever was there has been severed.
Okay.
Kind of like casting off scales from an animal. If it gets hit, the scales fall off, and then they sort of sit there and die. They don't feel what's been removed. So this will be very similar to that. If there was one, it's gone.
I'm very curious if something like a spell like Dispel Magic or something would stop these things. If that would be enough to like sever whatever connection or not. I mean, that is just literally just a curiosity. I don't know how I would test that theory or know.
Well, the way you would test it is you would find one and you would cast it on it. That would be testing your theory. The DM is not going, crap. How would that work? Although I have some time before we get there. I will, by the way, apologize. I did try to turn on the overlays for tonight's game, and unfortunately, they did not go through. But yes, the party is level 3. I don't know what's up with the D&D Beyond overlay right now, that it's not connecting to my account, so it's not letting me put that up in front of all of you. Sorry about that. But they're clipping along. The goal is to be level 5 by the end of the campaign. Or the end of the season, I should say. We have 3 seasons planned. We are in season 1, episode 11. And it's not all good. D&D Beyond says this thing should work, and it's easy for you guys to pay attention to, and I want it for you because I like you, because you're the reason that we like to stream it. So it's not all good, but we appreciate it. Meanwhile, what's Sib doing through all of this? We've got the 2 that are working on figuring out the animated armors.
Oh, I went over to Delilah to talk weapons. Like, that's a cool bow.
That's right. She will definitely like walk you through it. She has like the poundage down. It's this many pounds in the initial pull, but when you get to the full pull, it's this much. She's got
like we've started like shooting at like put up a stand there for to shoot at that won't break the arrows. We don't want to deal with the tree.
Yeah. Oh yeah. In fact, she even has the pins in it, so she can kind of better line up for ranging.
Nice.
She's put a lot into it, and will definitely even let you take a few shots with it. And it's a very well made.
Let her use the little crossbow one on the hand if she wants.
Oh yeah, she'll strap into it and kind of like, oh, this is kind of clever, and kind of notice that the way if you clench down, it pulls it back, and then you can release it. It's like that's handy. I should get one of these.
Totally, they're really cool.
Lindy's just sort of poking at the fire, trying to keep it going, and kind of watching everyone doing their things.
Let's see. How'd you end up out here? Is this where you? Well, they're siblings. I think Lindy said she was from Haven originally, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm. You're asking Delilah?
Yeah.
Yeah. We grew up in Haven, and I've been, around, trying to keep, Lindy out of trouble and do what I can for the area. Steer clear of danger and all that.
Do you know any more about this cleric or whatever he is that's taken over your town?
Not really. Not since we left. Not since I got out. I try not to think about him much. I just need to keep myself safe and keep an eye on Lindy when I can.
Do you want to take out the bandits? Not quite up to going back to Haven?
Well, I don't know what I'm planning to do after this.
Trying to get a feel for it as we talk.
Mm-hmm. And she'll quickly shift the conversation back to the bandits, if you were willing, or bows, or arrows in bandits.
Yeah,
Those
I figure we'll just go back.
Topics she is down for.
Okay.
As for Pond, what is Aveline up to in these moments?
Aveline sits next to Lindy and just kind of looks over at her, and she's poking at the fire. You said, you fought way better than I thought you were going to.
She kind of does that little shrug and pokes the fire again. Kidneys, liver, lungs. Hit them where it hurts.
Well, you adapted pretty fast considering they didn't have any of those things.
I know. It's a good thing the knife in that spot still did something.
Where'd you learn to do that?
The Empire doesn't send a lot of patrols out this way, so we have to fight on our own a lot. Usually someone like Delilah or Patrick or Johan keep somebody busy and they don't notice little me and sticky.
Good tactic.
And sometimes you end up in a situation where they turn their back on you because they think you're not important or that you're going to listen to them. And while they're fiddling with something else, you make sure they don't touch you again.
Seems like that must have happened to you a couple times.
I've heard stories. She picks up a stick and sticks into the fire a couple of times.
Well, I know you probably don't need it, but hold on to that short sword I gave you.
She looks at it. It's really big.
It is, but sometimes it's a little bit of a distraction. People get intimidated by this, and Aveline pats her greatsword. And then I throw an axe in their face.
So I'm supposed to throw the sword?
Not the sword. The sword. You have your little knives you have going on, your like daggers.
Yeah.
If you need to, look like you might try and hit him with your sword, but then just seems like you're pretty handy with the sneaky. So.
But if I throw my knife, what do I stick them with?
Then you stick them with the sword.
But that's big and heavy. I mean, what? And she takes the knife and she starts to do that spin around her hand. And back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then like flips, catches, and pulls it over here. And then stops. See, I can do that. I think I'd lose my hand doing that with your sword.
You don't always... you don't have to. I won't be offended if you get rid of it. But the tumbly thing, that's... Can you show me how to do that?
Yeah. And she takes your hand, sets the knife in it, and starts to walk you through the back and forth to get the dagger to dance around your hand.
Definitely probably cut myself.
Let's see. With a dex of 15, you're probably not that bad at it.
All right.
And she kind of sort of, as she lets out a stretch after a bit and tells Aveline she's doing pretty good at picking it up, and then before you know it, she's like asleep against Aveline's shoulder.
Aveline just kind of stays very still and quiet, just looking at the fire.
Any other actions of consequence through the evening?
I do want to take the chain out of the one that
Okay.
we have and like have it in my pack for future use,
Okay.
possibly.
So, unidentified, potentially magic chain from a golem.
Yeah, sounds like it might come in handy someday. I don't know.
I'm going to have to like go into D&D Beyond and create a whole bunch of like homebrew items where it's just random unlabeled
It's so
things.
easy. It's
The
so
convergence
easy to do.
items.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the unlabeled silver flask potion that I gave Linarius at our last Candlekeep session. Which, by the way, if you are familiar at all with Dungeons & Dragons potions, I would love to know what on earth you would give a monk for her to drink in a time of crisis to get herself out of it. Open to suggestions. I think I need to know by Saturday.
Technically, isn't getting out of a debt.
Well, it was to
My vote is still for fire breathing because I think it'd be cool.
Haste is a good one. Haste is a good one. Outer Door, glad to see you here. I'm glad your internet settled down. Yeah, it was to sell. It was the when you have found that your mouth has written a promissory note for which your body must now pay. Was the particular.
I'll take first watch. Y'all want to get some sleep?
JB's gonna be up with whoever is awake for watch. I'm just gonna
Hey,
have
JB,
him.
my bud.
Yeah, he's gonna be buds with anybody who's up.
I just want to see like him and Fukan trying to converse. He's gonna poke him at some point with his
dispensing
nose and
candy.
dispense candy.
Yeah. I'll do my Alan Tudyk impersonation. Because he is the go-to guy if you're gonna do a non-verbal character in an animated film. You get Alan Tudyk to do it.
And he blesses the film too. He's a good luck charm.
Apparently. And you complete a long rest.
I have my spells back.
Yay, spells! As we move into a phase of the adventure where you might have more than one encounter in a day.
We were fighting a dragon. Okay.
Yeah, like I don't think I feel like we have forgotten because it was a couple sessions ago, but in that day we fought a dragon, found a dinosaur,
And a bunch of other guys as
inanimate
well.
armor.
Yeah.
It's been a day.
You-
Did we
It's
fight
been
something
a-
else beforehand? I can't remember.
No,
Okay.
because it was a 2 days travel, so we had
That's right.
rested and then came across the pike turn. That's what you called it, so that's what the name is.
No. I think it's funny. I
I still
like
am
how it's caught
enjoying-
on.
I still am enjoying that I convinced you that museums are like closets.
Oh yeah, Katie is very excited to see this museum closet.
It's still dark when Delilah's starting to get things organized to move out. And that makes a point of actually is going to probably out of the four of you will identify Katie as the one in charge. To be the one she wakes up to see if you were ready to go.
So I'm guessing like Katie has like her back to Sam with like JB, and like Sam is cuddling JB. So she's gonna be like, is everything okay?
I'm heading out now. If you still want to come help, I'll happily take it.
Yes, we definitely would like to. And so Katie will get up and gonna be like, hey, it's time to go.
It's still dark.
Okay, I'm ready. We get my little Mr. Freezy backpack on and clank over.
Evelyn does some stretches. All right.
Okay.
Cracks everything.
Yeah. Lindy kicks down the fire and no, actually she doesn't. She pokes it down because she has sandals on.
I'll kick it.
Stomp it down a few times.
Yeah.
All right. And you're ready to head out. Looking at Delilah will take point and say, that it's not far this way. At least that's where they made camp. If we move quickly, we can catch them before they wake.
I can stay with Lindy farther behind because I am not good at stealth. So if you and Sib wanted to go together, and Aveline could be somewhere in the middle, and then we could watch. I can protect Lindy from a safer distance until we know how many bandits there are.
Lindy kind of looks over at you with a bit of a protect me?
Just in case. We can get you out quickly if things start going bad.
She kind of gets a grin, starts to stride, and you notice that there's not any sound when her feet touch the ground. Clunk, 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 clunk.
Katie's still gonna put that as like that's the best
plan.
Course of action.
That's fair.
I think I'm gonna have JB walk up more in front because he has the he cannot be surprised. The defender cannot be surprised. He is vigilant. So I think he has 60 feet of dark vision. So I think this just like giant vending machine is gonna be like right behind them, just kind of like clanking along.
Okay. That's that works. As you guys start to come up, you can see there's a small. You make your way along. It's about 30-minute walk, 45 minutes. But you're going following these deer paths. Every once in a while, you have to kind of cut off onto a side shot, and then a slightly more established path. And after about 45 minutes, almost an hour, you find an actually established path that people have come and gone many times along. And Delilah kind of, points down at it and points up ahead, and then immediately steps off the path and starts to walk parallel to it about 10 or 15 feet in the brush. Is everyone else following her into the brush, or you stay on the established path?
Oh no. God. At least I'm going into the brush.
I'm gonna go off the brush on the other way. I want to spread out from Delilah a little bit, so I can still see her, but we're not right bunched up. We've got a little bit of.
Okay.
I'll also go on. I'll go on Delilah's side because Sib is super sneaky. So if anyone's gonna sneak in, I want her to have that opportunity.
Okay, that works. Let's see here. Let me double check something. Yep. And boom. Nope. That one. Yep. Bink. Okay, so there's that. As you start to creep up on it, who's in the front? Okay, Sib, I need a stealth check.
$18.
18. That's good. Let's see. We're going to put him right there. And we're going to put him out of sight. I updated the board. Okay. I'm not entirely sure I understand where that conversation's going, and I don't need to. As you creep up, Sib, you notice that there is one guy asleep by the fire pit. There's a series of leather and old canvas tents set up in a circle. And he's the only figure you see.
Wait for a few minutes and see if I notice any movement. Is there Let's do an investigation or a perception.
Perception, if you want it. Sure, perception. Investigation is like going around, poking around, or asking questions.
Right.
Y'all,
Well, I got a 6.
Y'all have
so...
a weird definition of what private investigators do.
Well, there's not a lot of them around.
Apparently they do a lot of sitting and watching.
Oh, isn't that called a stakeout?
Okay, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. With a 6, what were you? Yeah, there's a guy.
I was trying to see if there's anything else. So I'm gonna try and
they do that too. Yes.
Sneak up to him and just I guess I'll use my knife and try and just poke him awake with the knife, and then I don't know if that's the best idea. But it's Sib, so it's okay. It's her idea. So that's what she's gonna do.
You're gonna
clamp a hand on his mouth and poke him awake.
Well, I like my thoughts. Outer Dork, welcome. And Polymorph, thank you so much for giving this up to Igor. That was very kind of you. They now have full access to all of our emotes, which is fun, including the Aveline one. You clamp your hand on his mouth and you poke him, and he comes awake really fast. He doesn't move initially.
As is so often, Civ has figured out a problem with her plan. She can't ask how many people are there because she's got her hand over his mouth. Takes her hand off. She's gonna scream. Are there other people in this camp?
So, just point of order. Point of order. At this exact moment, I have Sib is right here next to the fire. You guys came from the south, from the bottom of the map, because, we're just going to do this. And let's see. I'm going to put Lindy down, or Delilah's right here by that tree. It's where she has a nice line of sight to what's going on. The Pteranodon is holding back with all of you. Katie, Aveline, Sam, and Lindy. Where would y'all like to be?
Well, Katie would probably be further back. I mean, so if we're going to it, we'd probably be on the other side. I would be on the other side of that tree because I'm trying to stay back and be sneaky.
Oh, so behind the tree, like as far away as you can and still see?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much so that any clanking wouldn't have awoken anyone.
Fair enough. Oh, and I forgot JB. I need to get JB in here. I still just use this random gear token for him. Okay, where's Aveline going to be?
Aveline she's going to try and get kind of close up if she can, just to have a better eye on things, and also so she can see if there's any movement in any of these tents or hear movement in this tent here.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Love it.
Okay.
It's fine.
That's fine. Yeah. You are sure you're being very quiet.
So cool.
And you think that you're hearing profanity, but you don't recognize the language. It might be you wouldn't know what it is. It's not the common you've been speaking. It sounds vaguely familiar. Like almost the language of the Empire from your dimension. But there's definitely some changes in it. It's not an exact match because when they're swearing.
Right. Okay.
As Rob quickly decides, yeah, Lindy knows French and the Empire was also French, but they were different dimensions, so they were different versions of French.
There we go.
Because that works. Okay, who have we not accounted for? Sam is standing out there next to JB.
I would like for, first of all, totally riding on top of JB's shoulders, basically. I'm pretty sure his vending machine body can support me. And then can we flank the tent that's across from Aveline? I want to still be able to see Aveline, but up against the back of that tent.
This tent over here?
I don't see where you're pointing.
Oops.
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah,
This one?
if we can. Yeah.
Okay. No problem.
As stealthily as we can. We're not very stealthy. I don't know
JB is not proficient in stealth, is he?
I don't he doesn't have anything like listed for stealth. He just has a dex +3, so I don't.
So roll a d20 and add 3.
Okay. I mean, it's not a 0. Okay, 11, so 14.
Okay.
That's not terrible for a vending machine.
That's stealthy for a vending machine.
That's pretty stealthy for a vending machine. His light dims inside him.
Okay. I'm going to take out my d20s because I hate trying to find random dice rollers online. So I'm breaking my actual physical dice out for all this other stuff that's not combat related. And once again, thank the amazing Jeff, who is the Mr. to our Tiffany for the amazing custom made dice, which don't look nearly as impressive on a green screen because mine are green. So there's that. So, okay. So there's where we all are. Sib pokes the one in the ribs. And what does she say?
Are there other people in the camp? Blink once for yes, twice for no.
And he blinks once.
Are they in every tent?
And he kind of glances around. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tents. He blinks once.
1 per tent?
And I need a perception check.
Wrong page. There it is. Ah. 6.
Okay.
I am not very perceptive.
That'll work. I would also love one from Aveline.
Bless you.
11. See, the top of the game was so good.
We just haven't woken up our perception yet. That's all.
Is that how you're going to explain this?
Yes.
The perception is just a little bit behind?
It needs another hour for its long rest to finish.
Apparently. Okay. As you're prodding the questions, I'm going to need a dex save. As you've been questioning him, his far hand has been creeping further and further away and slowly wrapping the fingers around the top of a bottle that he
24?
swings up, and you get out of the way of just as it comes flying past your head.
I'm going to hit him with the hilt of my dagger. Or short sword.
Okay, give me an attack roll. Would have to be kind of impressive to knock him out.
It is not impressive.
It is
it's
not
an 8.
impressive. It is unfortunate.
Hey, do that.
It is. And at that, he like steps back and holds the bottle out for you, like as a brandish as a weapon. He swings it down once. Oh, you get a reroll.
Thank you.
A quick reroll from Polymorph.
Thank you, Polly. Ooh, that's a 21.
That will connect. Roll a base damage for subdual damage, and roll.
What do you mean?
Really high.
Base damage for dual. You want me just to roll a d6?
Yeah,
roll
plus
+3?
Hit the full damage. I'm assuming you're trying to knock him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an 8.
That's a pretty good roll. He staggers back in shock. At this point, let me roll this. Nope, that does nothing. And we're kind of like loose combat rounds as the two of you are sparring with each other. Aveline, I need a quick dex save, please.
Nine.
Okay, cool. So, quick recap.
I'm with one of the knives.
Yeah, quick recap. Aveline is creeping along the side of the tent with Lindy. Sib is now fencing with a guy who has a bottle, and she's trying to get him quiet, knock him out before he makes any noise. Sam glances over and watches as Aveline disappears. As literally like someone has reached out from under the tent, grabbed her boots, and pulled her in.
Oh, but not like magically disappeared.
No, I mean yanked inside the tent.
Okay. Fuck.
And you are now wrestling with someone inside the tent.
I naturally want to punch him in the face.
Okay, roll a strength check. We'll just do kind of roll. Okay, I can.
Straight strength. Oh, because yeah.
You're wrestling with them.
An arm strike.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that was close to a 1. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Yeah, roll me an unarmed. Yeah, your unarmed damage.
The damage for it is a straight up 4.
Straight up 4. Okay, so they're gonna take the 4. As you kind of seem to have the upper hand, and you get yourself up to your feet inside this tent, which is completely just cluttered with junk and various knickknacks. There's like kind of not even a bed; it's just like a tick bag filled with straw. So you can pull yourself up, and you could get your long greatsword out, maybe.
Can I see who it is that just like a bandit?
It's dark.
It's dark. Okay.
It's someone trying to murder you.
Great. Yeah. Instead of my great sword, I'm just gonna use my hand axe because kind of close quarters, and I don't think
that's fair. What does Sam do in this moment? As in, okay, it's like he's gonna call on me next.
Can I hear if there are people like now shuffling around in the tent that I'm next to, or no?
As of now, no. You don't hear anything there. If you want to take a moment, put your ear against it. It sounds pretty quiet so far.
If it sounds quiet, like no one's rushing out of that one, then I think I will sprint across to where Aveline, like me and JB will both like sprint across to where Aveline was, and just kind of like JB is just going to grab the side of the tent and literally like fling it up from where Aveline has been pulled, because absolutely not.
Okay. That works. So in that moment, you come charging across there. I'll put him down there. So there's that guy. I will slap a number on him so I can keep track of these dudes. Okay. There they are. JB pulls up the side of the tent, and there's Aveline with her axe out, and this guy's got a pair of short of daggers that he's like trying to get in on her now that they've like pulled apart from each other. Lindy's go ahead. No, please.
I was gonna say if that was like JB's action, if I could do an attack, can I?
What's your plan?
Okay. I would like to, because I'm sitting on JB and I have Mr. Freezy on. I want to just look at the band and say, just chill out, dude. And I'm going to Ray of Frost him with Mr. Freezy. Oh, it was on a 17 for so long. 12.
That is not going to catch him.
Yeah. Okay.
As he kind of slides back and forth. And plus, you're trying not to spray down Aveline at the same time.
That's true.
That would be, what do we say? That would be bad.
Very true.
So,
be a little cold.
So how's NLK taking? I'm sorry. How's Katie taking all of this?
Well, I think both of them are kind of freaking out because she can no longer see any of her companions. So she sees Sib with this dude, right? Like kind of struggling, but it seems like Sib is still in control of the situation.
Yes.
Okay. So I think she's going to move up to kind of underneath where Delilah is.
Okay.
And just kind of take out her warhammer and just is kind of holding any sort of action until she sees enemies start coming out of the tents. And then she's just gonna go.
And then she's gonna go.
Yup.
Okay. That takes us around the table back to Sib. What's going on again?
Wanna subdue him?
Okay.
I'll stab him. I'll subdue him, right?
That will subdue him.
18?
That'll do it. That'll definitely do it.
Once
For
I
a
got
whole
4.
4 damage.
Power strike.
In stinking deed.
Literally paper cutting this poor guy to death.
Yeah. At this, he like you get a few in there, and he takes a few steps back. And as he does, he takes the bottle and smashes it into one of the cook pots, and then smashes it a few more times, and the camp has a chance to go. Oh, twice in one night. This is like a record for us. Roll that initiative. Clackety, 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 clackety. Let's see. Switching to combat mode.
Well, I'm officially rolling like Sam again.
Oh no. Really?
But did you roll worse than Sib?
No.
Not quite.
No.
I thought I did bad with my roll, and somehow I'm the second highest.
That's just probably not a good thing.
Okay, we met 3 yet? We have not yet met 3.
Oh, Lord.
What?
It's a lot of people in the combat view. It's a lot of people. Wish we could have stabbed some of them before they all woke up.
This
Yeah,
initiative is
it's
brought to you by Low
really
Dex
hard to
Rolls.
think things through a little better.
We need to work on Sib's planning.
Sib's compulsive control. We need to work on that.
Yeah. There's definitely something to be had there.
There's some issues.
Just a slight stabbing. Yeah. Glad you joined us here, Biscuit. Okay. These are my amazing players that I love and I adore. And I handed them a bandit camp with everyone asleep. They saw one guy at the campfire asleep. So they woke him up.
We literally ran in and like rang a bell and we're like, "Hey, everybody, wake up! We're here."
We brought
Katie's just on the sidelines, just like, y'all.
This went so
I could have just
south
gone in
so
there and
fast.
this would have been the same result.
We didn't light anything on fire. We didn't do nothing.
No, we didn't even light any of the tents on fire.
Lindy's shot goes wide. I'm sorry, Delilah's shot goes wide. Lindy's going to try to backstab the guy fighting Aveline and has no appreciable effect. Katie has an action now. I'm curious what she plans to do besides pray for forgiveness.
Pray for forgiveness for who?
I'm sure if the Forge God were here, they would just look at you and go, "I'm just so disappointed."
In me?
No, in them.
Okay, good. I'm like, we're face palming together in my mind. The Forge God and I are just going. She's just kind of grumbling under her breath. They would never survive at home. They would never survive at home. Just they would get eaten right away. But what she's gonna do is gonna take her full movement, trying to get into the camp, to the closest tent, I guess. So
The
she
near
has
tent or the one that's been ripped open?
Oh no, the nearest one.
Okay.
She figures with the majority of her party in the tent, I think they can handle it. She hopes at least that they can handle it.
I don't know if we can, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, okay, we got this. Excuse
just
me.
wait a second.
I've got muscles.
You do, so she's not worried. She knows that the muscles will triumph over all. But
Does she, though?
she is gonna hold fast to that. She's just, yeah. Anyway,
Is she being sneaky?
no, because everyone is like,
Okay.
like the alarm bells have been rung at this point, you
Okay.
know? So she kind of figured the minute that a broken bottle goes against a pot and she hears it all the way over there, everyone's awake. So she runs over there, and then can she lift up the side of that tent?
Yes. Whoomp, it's up.
Ooh, actually.
Wait, no, it's not.
Oh, does she
Yes, it
want
is. No,
to
it's
do
not.
that?
Yes, no.
Can she just like completely collapse the tent on top of the people inside? Can she like rip out one of the support poles?
She. You're welcome to try.
She's gonna try. So what you want me to roll, Rob? What you want me to roll?
The dang. You know what? This feels like a survival check.
Okay. All right.
Tent,
Let's go.
Tent physics falls under survival.
16?
That's pretty good.
She just always want to grab it and like rip it up like this so that it yeah.
So it kind of collapses down on the person
Yeah,
inside.
it collapses down on the people inside.
Okay. I'm down with that. We're going to put a token right there. We're going to call that number 2, which I doubt that's coming through on the stream because they're really little, but we're keeping track on our side. And 2 is now restrained. At least for a turn or 2.
Cool.
Taking tents down is easier than putting them up, but putting them back in their bag
The
is nigh
worst.
impossible.
It is nigh impossible. You just shove that thing in the back of your car and you just go.
Fun fact, if I may, prior to World War I, in that short phase of between 1900 and World War I, we had trained cavalry to spear tent stakes from horseback. The idea was that they could rush through an enemy encampment, spear the tent stakes, and collapse the tents.
You should have told us that before we woke everyone up.
Yeah, Sib, where was that little history nugget? Okay, Sib, you just ran in. What about the tent spearing there,
No
Sib?
information about that in the closet?
I forgot.
Not
wrong
in the museum closet.
Wrong closet. Next time I should really ask what the plan is too. I suppose. I mean, I'm not very good at following him anyway, so.
So what would you had more you want to say, NLK? Or is Katie complete, like pulling down a tent and flopping on it? Is that her action?
Yeah, I mean that'll be her action, and then for her bonus action, she is going to. Well, actually, hold on. Let me see what level this is. Yeah, she will cast Searing Smite onto her warhammer. So now she is this looming figure that has a flaming frickin', almost a bad word, frickin' warhammer standing over this collapsed tent. And I'd like to imagine that the fire is glinting in her golden eyes just a little bit.
Well, it's still like pre-dawn. I mean, most of the light right now is coming from Katie now.
Oh, I know.
It was like a dim light blue, purple.
And
in
she's
the
like
sky.
holding it to the side, so it's just like that monster-esque sort of. Anyway, that's my envisioning of it.
We generally keep our stream PG-13, which means technically the party is allowed 2 F-bombs on stream in a non-sexual context. And usually we do pretty good at keeping with it, but I'm not beholden to it. We do have the mature filter turned on and stuff. But that being the case, they get to do some stuff. Number 4, I think, is the one who's currently sparring with Aveline and is going to attempt to dispatch her once and for all and end that particular problem that we're having. And he is going to connect for 10.
But is it disadvantage? Because I'm within 5 feet.
He's going to roll again. And that stupid golem gets in the way.
Yeah. Vending machine.
2, you have not yet seen. Oh, 2 is inside the tent. What am I talking about? 1 is going to attempt to take out Sib. And Sib, I think, is in good shape as she dances back and forth and still gets hit. So Sib is on the losing side of that particular exchange and gives up 6 hit points for it. That then takes us to Miss Aveline.
Hello. I'm irritated by this guy. And so I'm going to get my hand axe and just try and, because I imagine we're like very close quarters because like we're in this half open tent. I want to like take my hand axe and just like shove it against his chest, like with all the force I can.
Just letting him have it.
Yeah.
Not with that, you're not.
But I am going to use I won't use my action surge, but I will use my quick toss maneuver to my hand axe instead, because I saw that Sib is having a hard time, and use it to throw it at number 1 there, if I can.
Sure.
Maybe that'll be better.
You can see it out the... No.
At least it comes back. At least it comes back.
At least it comes back. That is true.
And I'm going to use my 1 swear word and say, fuck you, to the guy on top of me.
That's fair. Absolutely fair. I forgot to put JB there, and I know who's not on here that's supposed to be on here. Let's see, where is it? Under Convergence. There it is. Fukan. Okay. And he goes with Sib. Oh, he was in the right spot. Okay. So Sam, what's Sam doing?
Right. So me and JB are both just gonna try to pummel this guy because I'm sick of we've been fighting this guy in this tent too long. So I am going to smack him in the head with a monkey wrench
Yeah, you'd think he'd go down already.
Does a 16 connect?
16 will connect.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So that's a 5 from me. And then JB has a plus... I should really remember this. A +4 to hit.
He's
Oh
not
God,
effective.
a 6. So he's just flailing the tent wildly. It's like stuck on the top of him. Yeah, so it's just the 5 damage, and that's my action and my bonus action.
At this, he stays where he is. This large tent, another figure appears, pulling tight onto a belt on a leather breastplate as he comes out and surveys his camp. And looks really, really mad about it. But
doesn't look a little bit scared.
He does not look a little bit scared. Although he does spot Kati and kind of like gets this grin of like, oh, this is going to be fun. And then pulls 2 large blades off his back and spins them as he starts to walk across the field to you. He doesn't even glance at the guy fencing with Sib. He's like, yep, you're the one I want to dance with.
Let's dance, little man.
Right. What's Sib doing?
I want to trip this guy and stab him. Get him down.
Okay.
I'll take him out.
You press your advantage, as much of an advantage as you have.
Oh my God. Oh, an 11.
And he chuckles at you as he sidesteps back and forth.
That's fair.
And starts to like push back at you with the broken bottle he's using as a sword. How's your Pteranodon doing? Would you like him to do anything?
Yeah, he's probably gonna do a swing by on that guy, but then I think he saw Kati take down a tent and he thinks that's a good idea. So I think he's gonna do a flyby on number 1 and then just continue on to that little tent and see if he can't either fly under and take it up or knock it down.
Okay. His flyby attack misses. And he'll get over there and start picking at the stakes in the tent. It'll take him till next turn to do anything.
Can he just grab the cloth and like pull it with him as he goes by?
It took him the whole turn to fly that far.
Good point. Yep.
It was a good reroll. Don't be down on yourself there, Polly. It was a good strategy. We got Sib into the camp safely. Number 3 is now going to appear. Because he has not yet, so he should join the battle. Boink, and he comes out of that tent. All right, folks. Delilah takes her shot. And good news, you're getting help, Sib. Arrow connects. We need the power of Jeff dice. Do we at this point?
Thank you. I don't know if they've been good or not.
Are we there? 14. That's to number 4. 4 takes 14 as Lindy stabs him in the back. And what's Kati do?
Okay, so this person that's coming at me, what he look like? He got the 2 swords that he's... I'm so cool. I have 2 swords. I'm just going to flip around. But what is he wearing?
He's wearing a leather jerkin. Leather oiled armor that he's just strapped on. He's pulled on his breeches. He's actually barefoot right now.
Okay.
The armor looks fairly well maintained, but you can see it's been like there are parts where it's been stitched back together, but the stitching is really tight, so there's no gaps in it.
But it is like all leather and stuff like that.
Yes.
There's no plate or anything like that. Okay, so he's not part of the plate people.
Right.
The plate people.
He
Okay.
is not a plate person.
Good. Okay. So Katie is, I mean, again, now on her turn, she will say, "You want to dance, little man?" And kind of, and like take and start like swinging her warhammer around, and she is going to try to, if she can get to him, can she get to him?
Absolutely.
She is going to do a two-handed warhammer attack.
Okay. Light him up.
Oh no, it was on a 17.
But it rolled a 7. I will point out you actually technically haven't used any rerolls tonight out of the bag.
I mean, we're close to 10. I would use a reroll. That's pretty cool.
Definitely.
I feel bad because I feel like we could have re-rolled other stuff, but it's up to y'all.
No,
It's
already
reroll
close
this.
to 10. You need to use a reroll.
Okay.
Do it.
Please. Never mind. She just swings and she misses. I guess.
It comes up and he, like, you bring it down and he sidesteps. You come over the other side. He pushes it away with his blades. You bring it down again and he steps straight back. He seems, it's a good effort. It's a good effort. She going to bed. Nighty nights. Okay, 4 is, he's in trouble. He's going to turn around and take a shot at Lindy.
Yeah, he's within 5 feet. And I haven't used a reaction yet this round, have I?
So Lindy goes flying back.
Can I use my interception?
You can. Wait, what does that do?
Reduces damage the target takes by 1d10 plus 2.
Roll your d10.
Nine, so 11.
She takes no damage. So you've used your reaction and an intercession to keep the NPC alive. I like you. This is a nice group.
I adopted this child. She's not going anywhere.
She's like 20.
She's still
I
a
would
child
die for Lindy.
Yes.
She's also good with a dagger, but we're not gonna let her use it.
She's more like 17, 18, but yeah. We'll have that whole child conversation another time. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. That was his action. 2 is still restrained. He's going to try to get out of that. He's not. Number 1, who's currently fencing with Sib, is not going to be effective. What's Aveline going to do?
Aveline sees that bandit go for her new niece, and she's just gonna like grab him and try and yank him back and like just chop him with the hand axe. This hand axe has got to work eventually.
Sooner or later.
Yeah. 16?
16 will hit.
All right.
It's impossible for you not to finish him off.
Okay. 9.
Yeah, it's mathematically impossible.
And then I would like to, once again, I will use my quick toss again and throw my hand axe in an attempt to, you said that the captain was barefoot. I'm specifically trying to get my hand axe in his foot so he can't back up or anything when Katie smacks him in the face.
Okay. Roll me your attack roll. You're attempting to pin him in.
14.
14. Okay. Fair enough. I have noted your attempted attack.
Okay. Even just the toe.
I have noted your attempted attack.
He's nine-toed Jeff now.
What is Sam doing?
Okay, I didn't expect that we would land a hit on this guy, so I don't know how far away we... Oh, we're at 20 feet. Yeah. I think I'm still holding on to the side of JB, and I'm just gonna say, fucking get him! And we're bolting towards this tin man coming at Katie in full swing. Full swing.
Oswin!
So I'm gonna hit him with my monkey wrench, because that did pretty good last time.
Do you have mounted combat?
I don't, but I rolled a natural 1 anyway, so...
It's okay. JB will hit.
You think?
You are more encouraging him.
Yeah, I literally can... I'm, like, falling off the vending machine. I can't make a swing.
But this should hit.
Oh my god. I can't do it in 8 plus 4.
Yep, he's not phased by that.
Jeez, man.
The coach is signaling for a reroll.
Reroll?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do it.
Okay, for JB?
Sure.
Okay.
The coach has signaled a reroll. They are available to everybody else if they want to, if that's always an option.
Oh my god, it's worse. It's a 4. I can't.
The rerolls have
with
not
these...
been kind to us today.
I can't with these dice.
I don't think a single reroll has been good.
Every one of your rerolls has actually been worse except one so far tonight.
My reroll's been good, but I misused it, so.
It worked perfectly. You snuck up on the guy, which was exactly what your plan was. You just didn't have a follow-up plan.
I need more steps to the plan.
Yeah.
We're...
That's okay, though. That's okay. He, the big guy in the leather, is going to attempt to take out Katie.
I will note he has a disadvantage.
Because your turn has come up again.
Yes.
Okay. He is going to connect with one of his attacks. So he's going to deal 7 as he steps forward into it, away from where the axe is currently lodged behind his foot. How's Sib doing?
Very annoyed that this guy's still fighting. So she's going to pull out the hand axe and do 2-weapon fighting.
Okay.
The short sword and the hand axe.
Let's have Adam. He's actually doing pretty good, all things considered.
I know. I hit him with a 22.
That will hit. Damage him.
Oh my god. 5.
You lightly caress him.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh god. An 8. Never mind. Oh my god.
You got him once. Fukan begins bringing
down... but I can't hit him with any force. I'm like,
Fukan starts bringing down the tent opposite, and it starts coming on down. So that's good. Azteki's got your back. There's one more reroll available now. Use it wisely.
Oh.
Thank you for that, Azteki. So he brings down the tent. Number 3 is going to join the fight. He's going to go back his buddy up. Let the boss handle it on his own. Ooh. And Azteki now has access to the mimic. Which then takes us to... Oh yeah, he's going to also attack Sib. Why not?
It's fair.
It's only 10. You can totally take that.
So Pete, is that dodge or something?
It's all factored in.
I know.
It's all factored in. Quickly rocketing through all the NPCs, because you seem to make friends with everybody. He's also going to take another 6 from an arrow over his head. And... Oh, Lindy has an action. Jeez, what's she doing? She's going to use her full move to go back up Sib. Katie, you're up.
All right. Well, now that she is strengthened by friendship, She's gonna try to hit him again with the warhammer.
Right click
'Cause
to
she
roll
is-
with advantage.
Oh wait, I do?
Yep.
Oh, all right. Let's do
He
it.
goes to take a step back and
Thank God for that, because that was a 3. What is up with the dice today?
nope. So you get an automatic. Roll twice, take the better of the two, because that's what advantage does.
21.
Now bring the damage down.
All right. So first off, we do 1d10 plus 2 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
which is
9.
9. But then because of Searing Smite, let me move the dice rolls here. Get an additional 1d6, which is 3. And hold on. So let me just say, at the start of each of its turn until the spell ends, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 1d6 fire damage. On a successful save, the spell ends.
Oh. So he's on fire now.
Yes.
That's what you're telling
He's
me.
on fire.
He's on fire. Okay. That's fair. He is going to attempt to... Oop, I clicked the wrong dude. That's the one I wanted. He is still restrained. Number 1 is still fighting as best he can against... well, now he's got 2 people on him. Oh, but he's got backup. He's going to stay and he's going to do his best. He's going to lash out at Sib, not get through. Aveline, what you doing?
So can Aveline make it to the fire here? I don't see a grid, so I wasn't sure. But
probably.
Okay. So she wants to get to the fire, and she wants to kick the coals up at the bandit. Probably, I'm gonna say number 3, so the coals don't get on Sib or on Lindy.
Okay.
And just try and at least get him to back up enough and potentially get a little hurt.
A little dirty fighting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Give me an unarmed strike.
All right.
That's a solid one for the circumstance.
12.
Close enough. Let's see. This is the dude that just got in there. 3. He's going to make a con check. He blows it. He takes a solid boot full of embers to the face, and he backs up and starts trying to wipe them out of his eyes, and he is blinded.
Perfect. And then I would like to take him and then shove him into the fire.
That will be great next turn.
Oh, for my action surge. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Oh, action surge. Okay, give me another arm strike.
17.
That'll hit. Roll me your greatsword damage.
7.
Okay, he's blinded and he's face down in a fire pit. That'll work. There we go. That'll do it. What's Sam up to? That was a good turn, by the way.
I have a question about I'm trying to do the ruler, but I don't really know. Is this knight person that we're fighting and 3 still within 5 feet of each other, or is it further now?
They were, and then 3 got pulled into a fire.
Okay. Well, then that's fine. I'm gonna hit him again with the monkey wrench because it has to work sometime.
You've got to connect eventually.
Eventually,
You can't miss
something's
forever.
gotta give. Yeah, exactly. So
Can't miss forever.
Pose myself. Or I think I can miss forever. But JB cannot miss
JB, on the other
forever.
hand.
He can't miss forever, though, right?
JB's been clutch for y'all. He wasn't clutch there. Azteki did throw you guys a reroll. You want to burn it?
Just one.
Okay, do it.
This has not been kind to me.
Really shouldn't be less than a 3, so...
Yeah, we gotta be able to.
I'm gonna refresh the page, and then I'm gonna roll
10%
again.
of the time it's less than 3.
Okay.
Which means 90% of the
Refresh.
time it's not.
And I'm rolling. It's 14. I don't think that hits, but it's above a 10.
14. Roll me damage.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
He is technically on fire, so.
He is on fire, yes.
Okay, so that's 1d8 plus 2. Got it.
We all watch.
7.
That's not
7
bad.
damage. Just punches him in the side of the head.
He's taking hits from every direction.
Yeah.
Let's see. I need Katie to roll me a d6.
Did he fail his Constitution saving
He
throw?
did.
Okay. All right.
He's still on fire.
Aw. So 4.
So 4.
Was almost a 6.
He's going to take a swing at you.
With disadvantage?
I feel like maybe we should save that for special situations now. We're not gonna have JP for very long.
She could do it
I
every
can
turn.
rebuild him every night.
Oh, that's true. You can.
I can't hit, but I will make this very difficult. He swears as he keeps trying to get a clean shot in, and the stupid vending machine is in his way. Meanwhile, how's Sib doing?
Pretty sure I'm going to fail to hit this guy twice again.
Go for it.
I tripped him into the fire, but he just landed on his buddy.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank God, it was almost a 1.
That'll
18.
hit. That'll hit. Give us some damage.
Can I do some damage? 5.
Okay, and then your axe.
20.
That'll hit. Dirty
Sadly
20.
not natural, but 20. 3.
You know, he's been having a rough go of it tonight. He's out.
Oh!
You finally got him down.
Good lord.
That doesn't want to work. What's Fukan doing?
Did he manage to take the
That
tent down?
tent is down.
Woohoo! He's gonna fly to another one then.
Okay. He
Probably
starts to dismantle. Well, at this point, all of the tents either had someone come out of them or they've.
Oh, so everybody's
down.
out.
Yeah.
He'll do a flyby. Is the guy in the helmet the only one that's still up?
There's the guy pulling himself out of the tent. There's the guy who's picking himself out of the fire, and there's the guy in the leather armor.
He'll do a flyby by the guy getting out of the tent.
Okay. He heads over there as the guy starts to pull himself out of the tent.
Yeah.
Where is there's Bing.
And hover at the
Bong.
edge and screech at him.
8. Okay. That's a decent amount of damage, actually. 8 damage done to the guy coming out from under the tent, who will be in the fight next turn. Number 3 is going to spend his action to pick himself up and clear his eyes. Delilah is going to take a shot. Her arrow is going to connect for 9 to the captain. And that then takes us to Lindy. Well, Evelyn knocked him down, so she's going to pounce. And do nothing of interest. Poor girl. What's Katie doing?
I mean, I think at this point, how is the leader looking?
He is at hurt. He's not quite to
He's
bloodied.
just hurt. Okay. So he's still got some fight in him. We gotta take Yeah, I think she's just gonna try to hit him again with the warhammer. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know?
Just beat him down.
If it's not using spell slots, let's not use
There may be more fights later today.
Natural 20!
Ooh.
So. All right. So please remind me, what do we do with natural 20s? Do I roll twice?
Just hit your damage button. It'll
Just hit the
automatically roll it twice.
Ah, okay, perfect.
D&D Beyond is smart.
It's smart.
It is very smart. 11 damage. That's not bad all by itself. It's average.
It's average.
It's average. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
And then... Nah, she's just gonna stay there. She's just gonna stay there. We're good.
Okay, number 2 is not interested in dying today. And he takes off towards the woods. Better part of valor and all that. Talk to me about what Aveline's doing.
So as this guy is trying to get up off the fire, she's going to take her greatsword and just smash him down back into it. Really aggressively. Or she was,
She's going to try to.
It was a good idea.
Really impressive.
Yeah.
And scare him really good.
It's fine. She's never going to hit anything with her greatsword ever again.
It sure seems that way. Is there an action surge coming? Superiority? Or did you already use it?
I can't do an action surge because I already used it, but I can use my quick toss, and I'm going to throw my hand axe at the captain then.
Okay.
So it has to be a thrown weapon.
A little bit.
Never mind, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just waving to Sam.
Boom, 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 boom. The axe goes.
It's 2 minutes to 10. You could re-roll that.
Nope, you're out actually.
Oh, we are. Oh, never mind then.
You're capped. You've been gifted one and you've spent one.
It's okay.
So are they prone? Technically, no. They've been beat up really good, but they're not technically prone. They're prone via flavor text, not game mechanics. Which then takes us down to Sam.
I am so.
You're so over your dice.
So over it.
Okay, sword. Yeah.
What is he at? He's at bloodied.
Yep. He's
Okay.
past the halfway mark.
I am literally going to pull out a gumball and say, I have had it with you. And he needs to make a dex save.
Why am I terrified right now? What's his target number?
13.
Okay, so what happens?
Did he fail?
Yes.
I am catapulting a gumball into this guy's face, which is 3d8 damage.
Jeez.
Oh, an 18.
Okay. Roll JB's attack.
Okay. I don't. Natural 20. +4.
You just needed to refresh the page.
Roll your damage.
So that's 2d8s, right? Because you get
Yep.
2. Okay.
Yep.
Oh my god, the first time I've rolled good in my whole life. Oh my god, one was an 8, so that's 11 plus 4. So 15 from him, so an 18 from me and a 15 from JB.
So in
I
one
literally was like,
turn-
I have had it.
One turn you
There's
did
like
33 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay. So you flick this, you pink this
Yeah, literally,
gumball
like-
at him, like bullet speed. And you watch as like it goes right through his chest. And from where Aveline's standing, she sees she has a chance. The camera comes down over Aveline's shoulder and goes right through, and you can see Sam through the hole in the guy. JB just clamps down with both of his hands on the guy's shoulders and pulls. And then there's just like this armored torso that just sort of like drops to its knees and falls back on the fire.
He pulls it apart, and you just see the spray painted, drippy, smiley face that Katie put.
That's so scary.
In one turn, Sam did more than half his total hit points.
More than we've been doing in like 7 rounds.
This is why she only hits every now and then.
Right, she is super OP.
Must use her power wisely.
I don't hit often, but when I do.
And everyone takes a moment to breathe.
Can I send Fukon after the one that tried to get away? Bandit that ran out.
I would
Try and
say
prevent
you
him
can,
going. He's probably over.
but he's had some good distance. 3 will be dispatched in short order, given the dropping of the captain, which will put us in a great place to figure out what to do next when we gaggle up next week.
I did want to keep him alive, though. I just want to put that out there. Wanted to keep the last bandit.
He's going to go down swinging.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
I saw what you did to
Katie
the last
just had
prisoner
some
you
questions.
took.
But now we have hot coals. He'll talk faster.
No, I just wanted to ask him about my amulet, and if we had, it's fine. It's fine.
That's why I was hoping to get you number 2.
Maybe we'll
Bandit
find
number
some
2.
information in the tents.
Not worried. We will figure it out.
There's a lot that could happen. There's a lot that could happen. And Outer Dork, you do not need to do that. But we appreciate all those gift subs to the channel, hooking up Maceo and Zumi and Jeff and Zoggy and Slenderon and Gamelman and Fleazoid and Epic Otter and Third Tier and Unstable Deus. Thank you for that. It was fun having you hanging out with us tonight. It's fun having all of the chat hanging out, from the people who barely can follow what's going on because they're new to D&D to the veterans going, wait, what edition is this again? Like, what's going on here again? Because I think this is 5th edition. Vaguely. Isn't it? So, perfect spot to stop. We ended on a massive super attack and then a critical hit from the Steel Defender. That was pretty dang clutch. Not gonna lie, that was pretty dang clutch. As we wind down for the night, before we come back next week, because I don't think anything's going on, so we'll be back to pick this up. Let's go back around the table. Who are you? Where do we find you? And tonight, what was the star? What stood out as that was something that we need more of in our games? We're going to, start with NLK.
Well, hello. I am NLK, or Nightlight Knight, and you can find me here on Twitch. I stream quite a few days during the week. We're going through The Witcher 3 right now, and I played Katazar Kati, the half-orc forge cleric, who, is maybe being a little influenced by Sam and just wants to be like a little more scary sometimes. I don't know. I think, oh man, this was a really, really fun session. I thought we had some really good role play. And of course, we got to have some really good combat. We got to fight 2. We got 2 combats. I think if anything, that's probably my star, is that we got to have 2 rounds of combat in one session, which has not happened yet. So yeah, I think that's my favorite. I think that we got to fight 2 things. And Katie at the end still has plenty of spell slots left. So we're good.
Awesome. Tiffany?
I knew I was next, but I still forgot to hit mute. Hi, I'm Tiffany RTS, and I played Sib and Fukon. And you will see me back on Saturday for Candlekeep with Rob here on his channel. I actually think I'm going to have to go with JB literally like ripping the guy apart as my star. That was fun. Lots of combat was good. That was fun. It was a good kind of day for it. Yeah, I think that was it. It was a lot of fun. And Civ is definitely channeling her teenager self. Not thinking things through.
She's a little impulsive.
Yeah, we gotta work on that.
A little impulsive. I think as a DM, I'm feeling I might have a responsibility next time out to do the, so wait, walk me through your whole plan so I understand what you're doing, which I feel like is DM code for, have you actually thought this through yet? Do you need a reminder that you should be brainstorming? Anyway, Pond,
That
you're
kind
up.
of guy.
Sorry, my mute toggle button didn't work. So that was a little. Anyway, hi everyone. I'm That Other Pond. You can find me streaming on Twitch at That Other Pond. I am playing Mass Effect 2 currently, and my next stream, it will be Saturday, and then on Sunday I'm opening a bunch of Pokemon cards. So that'll be really fun. I play Aveline, the human fighter with the OK sword that I don't think her sword landed a single hit. I think it was only hand axes, but still cool. My star of the night, I would say, is just the image of JB being super stealthy and through the dark and but like glowing because he's a vending machine. And that's why I had to draw it, because it was just really, I was like, I have to just doodle this real quick, because I just pictured, that spray paint and then the glow with the vending machine.
Please
It was
send that
terrifying.
in our chat.
I will. It's not very, it was just like scribbles, but I was like,
I don't care.
And also I really enjoyed throwing someone in a fire. That was good.
That was some fun. D&D does not generally allow itself to highly creative combat, but it's fun when you can at least get into those good descriptions and kind of do more than just say, I hit him.
Yeah.
So it gets to some good back and forth. Ollie?
I'm Barely Molly, or Bear or Molly, and I will be back on this channel on Saturday playing Candlekeep in the morning, which I'm super excited about, because part 2 of Will Mir and Ember ever have a date or not? Probably not, but cute. And my I play Samantha Metal, by the way, the gnome artificer, and JB, the human ripping in half vending machine. And I wrote down, let's dance, little man, because the thought of like this hulking half orc with this like glow, because the light would be coming up from like underneath, so it's literally like ghost story lighting in the night, and you turn to a guy who's just woken up, doesn't have his shoes on, you say let's dance. I would wet myself. Okay, that was incredible. I loved it. But I did love also that there were 4 of us in a tent and no one could land a hit on one guy. That too, looking back, hilarious.
I want to know who choreographed that fight, because that had to be like the weirdest direction. I want these 4 bodies in this 6 by 12 foot space, and none of them are connecting with each other.
But it's also like, so there's a horror movie going on over here and then a goofy movie going on over here simultaneously. I
Like
loved it.
Scooby-Doo, but like really weird, trippy Scooby-Doo.
I love it.
It was fun. All right, and my name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and I got to be everybody else tonight. The sisters Lindy and Delilah, the bad guys. My star for the night, I think, is the love-hate this party has with dice, which I think is true of every D&D group. I also think that I adore the full commitment Tiffany has to the teenager not thinking it through. Because this is multiple times we found ourselves in situations where Sib's like, I had a plan for getting in.
It really needs more direction.
Didn't have a plan for getting out. Very Luke Skywalker of her. So I love that. It's a lot of fun. We are going to send you guys off with, again, massive thank yous to everyone that supported the stream tonight. Thank you again, Out of Dork, for the gift subs. You never need to do that. Thank you for the cheers. Thank you to the new follows. We got some new bodies that have joined the family and have pulled up chairs to the table. I will be back tomorrow morning, circa 8 a.m. for Coffee, Chaos, and Community. We're either going to play more XCOM. I might start playing Wildermyth because I've heard really good things about it. But I so love playing my XCOM with people because I can put them in the game. It's more fun. But yeah, I have a snow day tomorrow, so I'm going to be up and playing more games with people because why not? And then we'll be back on Saturday with the Candlekeep game and Sunday night with Dragon Heist, and then back again next week here for some more Convergence as your regular Wednesday night programming. I am shipping you off to an amazing new streamer named Kati. She's relatively new. She just came in a few weeks ago. She started streaming. She's currently looks like she's playing some fun semi-indie games. She just made affiliate. And she and I have been hanging out, chatting a lot with each other on the Twitters. So we're going to let you go chill out with her this evening and have a good time. Let her know that I'll be along shortly, maybe. And if not, just tell her I send my best wishes. We'll see everybody next time. Thank you for coming out. Again, if you haven't followed these amazing ladies on the Twitch or the link to get to Tiffany's stuff, please do so. They're great people, and they all provide great opportunities for art and content. I can't say enough nice things about them and the fact that they're willing to spend Wednesdays with me. So until next time, folks, thank you again for your support. Thank you again for being here. And wherever you are, please stay safe.